What up, everybody? It is Middays with Marks on 97.5. The Fanatic on a Halloween Friday. John Marks, Harry Mays today. Good morning, Harry.
Morning, John.
Harry's dressed up as a Temple fan golfer.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The last time I told you this the other day, the last time I participated in Halloween by dressing up was like 1993. And I went as Beavis from Beavis and Butthead.
Is Beavis the blonde
The
or
blonde.
the blonde?
Yeah. With the Metallica shirt on.
I dressed up for a party a couple years ago as Garth or from Wayne's World.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I got a wig and everything. It was decent. All right. Well, one member of the show dressed up today.
Yeah.
We say good morning to Ray Dunn. Hello, Raymond.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike the Switch.
Do you know Dr. Mike the Switch? You know what that is?
No.
Because I don't either. You just keep saying it, and I have no idea what it is.
It was arguably, and I say this with love and respect to all those who work here, the worst radio promotion that we have ever aired.
What is it? You have to explain.
Oh, I'll play it for you.
Play it.
Instead of me saying it, I'm just going to play it.
Well, have it. Hold on. We'll get into it. That's a major league tease right there. All right, Dr. Mike the Switch.
It was a promotional tool for Unfiltered that played all summer long.
So you're black. How long?
All from their debut till somewhere in the middle of August.
So you're blasting the program director in your Halloween costume? Is that what you're doing?
Correct.
Wow.
Okay, I like your style.
Jeez.
Bold.
I listened to it multiple times an hour for 4 hours a day.
Save it. I love it. That's awesome. I love it. All right, there you go. Ray Dunn coming up big today. Good morning, everybody out there on the YouTube chat. You know this. Harry's very into the people that watch on YouTube in the YouTube chat. It's awesome, isn't it?
It is great.
Yeah,
it's
so
entertaining.
So I can't look at it ever,
Right.
Because it's distracting, and I'd be fighting with people that are saying things, right. Which is why I don't. I already know what's going to be there, so I'm not going to look. So, but anyway, good morning to everybody watching on YouTube. You can always watch live on YouTube, join our community of chatters and viewers, or you can go back and you can watch later on. Like last night when I was doing dishes, I was watching. We did an interview with Nick McElwain from WMMR talking about Pierre Robert.
Oh yeah,
which was really good. And then I was watching after that. So I was watching last night on YouTube. It's really fun. It's good. You can always listen on podcast if you can't watch the show live or listen to the show live. You can go back wherever you get your podcast if you want to listen to the audio version of it. We make it very easy for you. It's hour by hour, segment by segment, so you can pick and choose if you want to listen to specific stuff or whatever. So wherever you get your podcasts, just search Middays with Marks 97.5 The Fanatic. And, it wouldn't be bad if you gave a 5-star review. Some nice words for the show there, Harry Mays.
give a little thumbs up.
Correct. All right. Here's what we got. Yesterday, so we had it at the end of the show, right? Nate saw this at the end of the show yesterday where the ESPN Cleveland people radio were talking about this rumor that was out there about the Eagles being interested in Myles Garrett for all these draft picks.
Did they start the rumor?
So I think yesterday we thought this was a hypothetical that they were just talking about. Oftentimes we're having barroom conversations and we're saying, well, would you do it for 3 first rounds? It's not a real rumor. There was a real rumor. Do you know Charles Robinson, Harry?
I do not.
Longtime Yahoo NFL writer. So, I'm not, he's not Adam Schefter or anything like that, but he has, he's a longtime insider. And, Ray, do we have it? So Charles Robinson, he was on radio in Nashville, 102.5 The Game. Here's Charles Robinson.
Rumor going around, and I have not heard it out of the Eagles, but I've heard it from a couple of other super high-ranking people and other teams that are clearly on the phones. Howie Roseman and the Eagles are super hot after Myles Garrett, and Howie give up like 3 first-round picks for him, which, if it's coming from the Eagles, those are 3 late firsts. So
that's all I need. That's all I need right there. That's all I need. So we found out, I didn't believe that the Eagles were in on Micah Parsons. They were.
Yeah.
They were chasing Myles Garrett before he signed that extension. That was reported. I believe that. So now, Myles Garrett, he had 5 sacks. He's pissed because the team sucks.
Right.
He still signed the deal.
He's stuck.
Harry, would you trade 3 first-round draft picks for Myles Garrett? This is the trade deadline. It could happen in the offseason, sure. But right now, the trade deadline's coming up. Would you trade 3 first-round draft picks for Myles Garrett?
Yes.
No problem.
I would. I wouldn't even think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, me
I would
too.
do it.
Me too.
I mean, can you imagine that player next to Jalen Carter? Just shut it down. Seriously. I mean, God.
What's the defense missing right now? Their best pass rusher. Their best pass rusher.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's the best pass
A guy
rusher.
that can wreck the game on the edge. That's what they need.
He had 5
That's what he
sacks
does.
last week.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
And they still lost by 20-some points.
No.
And if you're Cleveland, Harry,
Yeah.
and I believe they should have never signed him. They should have traded him when he wanted to be traded. But instead, they signed him. They're how many years away from contending? 30 years? The Browns are never going to win.
They're 5 years away from being 5 years away.
Right.
Yeah.
They just drafted a bunch of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
None of them are first-round
None
draft.
can play.
Yeah.
You know, they're the only franchise that'll take 2 quarterbacks and both of them stink. Seriously.
So keep in mind the first-round draft picks, as Charles Robinson was saying there at the end,
Yeah.
are going to be in the tail end of the first round. The Eagles,
Correct.
whether or not they win a Super Bowl or not, are going to be one of the teams when it's all said and done. So they're late 20s,
South
early
of
30s.
25.
Yep. Not high draft picks. And that's 3 first-round draft picks. That's a lot.
It is.
You also have to consider the salary that you're already paying, the salaries that you're going to have to pay, and the amount of money that Myles Garrett makes, which, by the way, is less than the guys that just got signed. Because when Cleveland signed him, you know what happens? The next guys that sign make more money.
They make more, yeah.
So you're not even
down the pecking order.
You're not even paying top of market.
No.
You're getting an existing contract.
Exactly.
So 3 first-round draft picks, you say yes.
I'm in.
Ray Dunn, 3 first-round draft picks for Myles Garrett.
I feel like I got to be the responsible one of the group of us here.
What?
3 first?
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday I was all in on throwing away whatever year down the line is, but if we're all throwing this away, is there anyone that's going to think about the future here?
No. The future?
The future is now.
The future?
The future.
You're worried about the future?
Apparently.
You're building for the future?
You can draft offensive linemen in the 2nd round.
You and Colarulo are trying to be fiscally responsible.
Really?
Well, I was just shocked at the irresponsibility of both of you. Usually it's me that wants to throw away the future, and all of a sudden I'm the one that I sit here and say, guys, are we so sure that everything is fine?
So Ray, when they were talking about Micah Parsons, my response was, no, you built this defense with your draft picks. You just won a Super Bowl with your draft picks. So why would you go away from what you're doing really well right now, which is using those draft picks, and get rid of them to bring in a guy like Myles Garrett that's already making a ton of money? But here's why. Because they have a definite need on their defense right now. And this team is set up to win now.
Right.
And next year and the following year. This is the window. I don't care about 5 years from now.
I don't either.
Right now, their biggest need on the team is a pass rusher.
And here's the other thing. Hasn't Howie Roseman earned enough trust from the fan base to figure, like, 5 years from now, he'll figure it out?
You know
what
why,
I mean?
You know why he can figure it out, Harry? Because when you kick the can down the road, unless you're in a cul-de-sac or a dead end, you can keep kicking that damn can down the road.
Right.
And that's what everybody that you see on social media or reporters that don't understand how it works, it doesn't catch up with you unless there's an end or you can't draft or get good players.
Right.
Because then you can't do this. You need good players that you can finagle and manipulate contracts. The Eagles have done a great job of drafting.
And they will need offensive linemen.
They're gonna need the draft guys, and it wouldn't be in the first round for sure.
Right.
But so we talked about a blockbuster. There was Adam Schefter said that A.J. Brown's not getting traded unless it's a blockbuster. Jeff McClain said he heard the same word when talking about A.J. Brown. Blockbuster.
Right.
I got a blockbuster for everybody out there.
This is the most that word has been used since the old video chain existed.
Since Blockbuster.
Yes.
When I would go on a Friday night with my high school girlfriend.
Right.
We would rent a video and not watch it, and I'd try to. Anyway.
Nice.
Yes.
So Ray, I got a blockbuster for you. You need more draft picks because I don't want to trade 3 first-round draft picks. And frankly, the Browns are going to be looking at those draft picks because they're in the end of the first round. They're not high draft picks, right? So you may need to go 3 first-rounders plus to get Myles Garrett. So here's the blockbuster. You trade A.J. Brown to the Patriots for a first-rounder and a second-rounder. You parlay those draft picks in a package to the Browns. 3 1s and a 2. Now, you may say, Harry.
What?
So you're willing to do 3
3
first
ones and a 2?
You're willing to do 3 first-round draft picks, but not a second?
Look who cares about
I don't know.
2029 now.
Yeah, I don't know. That second-round pick.
All right, so stay with me.
Who's the other wide receiver?
So a lot of people would say
right.
you're really thin at wide receiver.
Exactly.
And I agree.
Yeah.
However,
I can't go with Dotson as my number 2.
Me neither.
Yeah.
However, there are a couple veteran wide receivers on the trade market right now. Jacoby Myers or Calvin Ridley.
That's a law firm.
It is. But Calvin Ridley, who, if you remember, the Eagles were hot on until he got suspended for a year for gambling. It actually saved the Eagles. They were trying to make a deal. So you trade for a veteran wide receiver, and I'm not talking about Roy Green or Art Monk or what the Eagles used to do at the end of the year.
Old guys.
And Tony Freeman. No, you get guys that are actually productive. So you get a slot receiver like Myers. You get a Calvin Ridley who's 30 years old but is still a good player. You give up mid-round draft pick for a veteran wide receiver. You trade A.J. Brown to the Patriots for a 1 and a 2. And you trade 3 number 1s and a 2 to get Myles Garrett from the Browns.
Well, that is a blockbuster.
610-632-0975 on the phone lines and the text lines. You're getting Myles Garrett, but you're also getting rid of A.J. Brown.
That's like an NBA trade.
It is.
Multiple teams, multiple picks.
This is our
players.
Luka deal. This is our Luka deal right here.
Well, except for Luka, they gave up almost nothing. 610-632-0975. Text line, phone line. 3 firsts and a second for Myles Garrett, but you're trading A.J. Brown to get some of that capital. 610-63. I'll let you reconsider, Harry.
Okay.
All right?
I'm thinking about it.
We'll negotiate it coming up next. Big show coming up. It's a Halloween Friday. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. right, we're back. It is Middays with Marks. Harry Mays. Ray Dunn on a Halloween. Yeah, and it's going to be like 40-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, yeah. It's terrible.
Into tonight. I was chasing cardboard across my lawn at 6 o'clock this morning.
Yesterday was an absolute washout. But, 10 years ago on Halloween, my wife and I moved into the house we currently live in.
It's been 10 years?
It's been 10 years since we relocated out of Phoenixville.
Yeah.
And that was the weekend of the Temple Notre Dame game.
Ooh.
And game day came to Philadelphia.
I remember.
That was 10 years ago.
I was with Anthony. We broadcasted from the Temple campus, and
Right.
Matt Roll came in, and the marching band was
I
there.
remember
That
that.
was awesome.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you think of that, Ray?
I was in high school. It was awesome. Yeah.
It was pretty cool. It was. But more. We'll have a couple. We'll do a couple segments on Temple football today
Yeah, right.
coming up.
Hey, tomorrow could be a big day.
Could be. Oh yeah. But I mean, honestly, people have been asking me when are you talking about East Carolina Temple?
Yeah.
You joke.
That's what
Yeah,
we're.
right.
That's what
People
we're
do
tuning in
ask
for.
me.
Ray and I were supposed to have a date yesterday, though, and it got called off.
Really?
Yeah, we were supposed to go to basketball practice.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
But he realized his soccer game wasn't at 7 o'clock; it was at 4 o'clock.
Hold on,
so
you-
we couldn't go.
You did a soccer game yesterday?
I did.
Yeah.
Nate, was it an ESPN game?
Nope.
Who was it for?
It was on the Ocho.
It was on.
No, it was on ESPN Plus.
Okay, so who was women's or men's?
It was women's,
Women's.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nate, look for it back there. No wonder he doesn't tell me this. Thank you for telling me that. He doesn't tell me.
How many goals were scored?
4.
Oh, well, then
Oh,
Nate,
I need all of them.
Nate will find those. Yeah.
I need all of them.
How about that?
Now, I'm looking at the stats because you mentioned Calvin Ridley and as part of this
Right.
whole stew that you're brewing here. 2 years ago, two of the last 3 years, now he's with Tennessee now, and they don't have a, they
Which
got a
is why
young
they're going to trade
quarterback.
him. Yeah,
Right.
they're done.
He had 1,000-yard seasons.
He's-
one
he's-
with Jacksonville and one with Tennessee.
Yeah, so I look at it like this, right? The way that the Eagles operate throwing the ball, do you really need two $30 million a year wide
No.
receivers?
No.
And you can say, well, you want to throw it like that. Do they, though? A.J. Brown's an amazing player. An amazing player. And I'd be absolutely fine with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith going forward. But everything that we know that's going on with A.J., and the fact that if you're able to, when you hear the word blockbuster, and if you know that Charles Robinson says that people around the league are saying Howie's back in on making calls about Myles Garrett, their GM, Andrew Berry, used to work for Howie. So it's not like that they're probably not in communication on a regular basis. Are you a better team with A.J. Brown or with Myles Garrett? Forget about the draft picks.
Myles Garrett.
F those picks, as Les Snead once said. F those picks, Ray. You're better with Myles Garrett.
I would do your deal. I'll throw in the second.
The defense this year isn't great. We agree? It doesn't have the same look that it did last year.
Correct. And this would make your defensive backfield so much better.
Your
By having
line
a
so
guy
much better.
Yeah. I mean,
Myles Garrett and Jalen Carter.
it changes the game.
He changes your entire defense.
Yeah.
Ray, are you a better team with Myles Garrett or with A.J. Brown?
I'm not doing. We didn't get to my part of this. I'm not doing this if I'm getting rid of AJ Brown. AJ Brown's staying here for me. You can make your defense better, make your offense worse. And the Calvin Ridley, Jacoby Myers.
Are you, though?
You are. Absolutely.
Okay.
We got to the NFC Championship game in Super Bowl last year, and what did it turn into? It turned into a passing game.
They're a better offense, obviously, with A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's a great player.
Right.
But, I mean, what's the net if you get another veteran wide, like you mentioned Calvin Ridley, who's still, I would say.
He's viable.
Yeah,
man.
he's viable.
Yeah, he had 76 catches 2 years ago, 64 last year. This year he's on pace for something less than that because he's got a rookie quarterback and a bad team.
Worst team in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have veteran wide receiver, Devontae, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, Darius Cooper's coming up, Dotson. You're essentially subbing a veteran wide receiver who's not nearly as good as A.J. Brown. But when you have an offense that doesn't rely on having an explosive wide receiver, Myles, to me, the net gain is Myles Garrett. And it's not even close.
The net gain there with Myles Garrett, to me, though, I look back at last season and that play in the NFC Championship game on the fourth down where you throw it to A.J. Brown. I'm not confident Calvin Ridley's getting the separation there as the physicality to make that play. And that game, that was what, 14-12 when he makes that catch?
Sure.
The game-breaking plays that you get from A.J. Brown, I don't believe you're getting.
If
from
you had
Calvin
Myles
Ridley.
Garrett in that game, that score's not 14-12 or whatever it was. I'll make that argument.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I think we were talking about an incredible defense last year, and you could argue that this year's defense maybe doesn't even put you in that spot. But I'm taking the upside of what I know in this offense versus bringing Myles Garrett into this defense.
All right, so here's my proposal again. Because when Howie's talking about blockbusters, this is the blockbuster. The Eagles trade 3 firsts and a second for Myles Garrett, but you're trading A.J. Brown to the Patriots for a first and a second, and then you're using, what would it take to get one of the wide receivers? A third or
Probably.
a fourth? Something like that,
Yeah.
a third maybe?
Yeah, third.
So you trade a third to get one of these veteran wide receivers. So you have Calvin Ridley, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, and now you have Myles Garrett, who's lining up on defense for you. So are you doing the deal?
I'm doing it.
That's it. You know what? We
doing it.
should go with the do the deal.
Do the deal. I did that once.
Did we do that here? I don't remember.
Yeah, we did that. I did that for like 4 straight months.
Do the deal. You remember who that was for?
That was for Mariota.
Marcus Mariota.
I'm glad we didn't do that deal.
Me too.
Because I was with Chip.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. You see Mariota.
Yeah.
Stinks. Doing the deal? Ray Dunn.
No, not giving up AJ.
610-632-0975. What does the text line say about this?
Mike in Turnersville. Browns have worst receiving core in the league. Just trade AJ there. Browns need a quarterback. Send him McKee and 2 first-rounders with AJ. AJ's a locker room prop now. Move on from him. Don't help the Patriots out. Just trade Brown to the Browns.
I don't believe he's a locker room problem, and I wouldn't. If I'm the Browns, I want nothing to do with a guy that, and this isn't bad on AJ, but you got Dylan Gabriel throwing him the ball. You think he's going to be happy with,
No.
with Dylan Gabriel throwing the ball? No, that's not a fit for AJ Brown.
I think he'd like May up in New England. I think he'd be fine up
The
there.
Patriot, that's a great spot for him.
It really is.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Other texts.
Matt Mullica Hill is in on trading AJ Brown for trade AJ Brown for a first and a second, and then you could trade 2 firsts over to the Browns.
Yeah, so my proposal, hashtag do the deal.
Yeah, just a little bit less in terms of the draft compensation going away. of the Browns.
Nope. 3 1s and a 2. That's it. I don't think 3 1s gets it done. I wouldn't trade Myles Garrett for 3 1s.
You wouldn't if you're Cleveland?
No, not at the end of the first round.
Mo from Horsham here. It's Halloween, not April Fool's Day. Why are you making jokes, Marks? Absolutely not. I'm not trading A.J. Brown for some Temu version of him like Ridley. I'm with Ray. This isn't a trade I'd make.
A Temu version. I like
You left out the Myles Garrett part.
Yeah. That's the most important part.
That's the lead. Is
What?
you're getting Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the lead is that you give up a superstar to get a superstar. You guys are pretending like you're not handing away a top 5 receiver.
The lead is A.J. Brown's gone probably after the season anyway.
But this is a season in which I'm competing. You're acting like he's not going to play for you the rest of the year.
Which is why I want Myles Garrett.
What does Myles Garrett have? How many
10 sacks.
10 sacks already? Add up all the sacks on the defensive front for the Eagles.
It's not 10. Between the
Seriously.
edge rushers?
How many catches does Calvin Ridley have?
But that's because I'm throwing
16.
to him. Yeah, the team
16.
stinks. I'm not even telling you Calvin Ridley's anywhere near A.J. Brown. Fine, go to the law firm.
Yeah, I'm not going to Jacoby Myers.
He's good. He's actually a possession receiver. He's good.
Okay. Yes. A.J. Brown, Jacoby Myers.
Give me another text.
All right, we got Bill in Harleysville. Do the deal. Imagine Smith, Carter, Davis, Garrett as the defensive line. Harry could be out there on his knee scooter at quarterback 2 with how quick that pressure would get home.
Exactly right. Now, that guy knows what he's talking about.
610-632-0975. Text line or phone lines? Would you do the deal? We're going to bring it back, Harry. Do the deal.
All right, let's do it.
Bill Colarulo would not do the deal. We'll play what he had to say coming up after this. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Flyers win again. I'm Dr. Mike the Switch with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Flyers won 4-1 last night over the Predators. Their 3rd consecutive win on the homestand. Trevor Zegras scored 2 goals as the Flyers improved to 6-3-1 to open the season. They're back in action tomorrow night against the Maple Leafs at 7 here on 97.5 The Fanatic. 76ers host the Celtics tonight at 7 in the first game of their NBA Cup schedule. You can listen to the game live right here on The Fanatic. Tomorrow night, the Union plays Chicago in the second game of their best-of-3 playoff series. Tune in to see if the Union advance and sweep the Fire at 5:30 tomorrow night on The Fanatic. And in Eagles world, they are on the bye this week. Obviously, the trade deadline coming up in the NFL. They already made a deal acquiring Michael Carter from the Jets earlier this week. We had James Palmer on yesterday who said despite the fact that we see Carter in the slot while he played with the Jets. Don't expect to see them move Cooper DeJean to the outside just because Carter's here.
Yeah, he does play in the slot. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he's done for his career. And so I see this move, from my understanding, being they wanted more depth in their secondary.
We'll see what they end up doing with him when they come out of the bye with the Packers next Monday night. This update is brought to you by Fox One. Fox One is your home to stream live sports from NFL on Fox to Big Noon Saturdays, NASCAR, and more. This week, don't miss the Nittany Lions take on Ohio State. Download the Fox One app to stream. Fox One, live sports, streaming now. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union, 97.5 The Fanatic.
He'd give up like 3 first-round draft picks for him.
Super hot, he said. Blockbuster. Hot.
Here's the other thing. And you never want to be the team that's chasing being the most talked about team in the NFL, right? That's not necessarily what you want to be. Like Jerry Jones always wants to be talked about. You don't want that. But you make a blockbuster like this, they're already the best. Like, if they're not the best team in the NFL, the Chiefs and the Eagles are the 2 best teams in the NFL over the last 5 years.
Correct.
Right? Where does this put you? As far as you're the lead, you were looked at as being the team.
Yeah, clearly. You're clearly
for years to come.
The number 1 team. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not even close.
And this is the window this is the window to do it. Everybody's worried about, what about draft picks? You got to pay that. You don't have to pay. You pay everybody. That's what Jeffrey Lurie's been doing.
Yeah, and you're Jacoby Myers. He had himself a year last year too with a crap quarterback.
He's a good player.
He had 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns, 87 catches.
And sometimes on bad teams, guys are just compiling. No, This dude he's sure-handed. He can work the middle of the field. He's more of a possession receiver than an outside receiver. Like AJ does a little bit of everything. I'm not trying to say he's good as AJ Brown.
No.
But he can be he's a very good number 2 receiver, and he's requested a trade from preseason.
Right.
He has to be traded.
Now, why does he want to trade? He just wants to get off a bad team,
contract,
or is he like, okay, yeah,
contract? It's always about money.
Give me Ridley.
Yeah, you know what? I'd rather have Myers than Ridley.
You would?
I would, and I would like Ridley too. I would do it, but I like because Ridley's not going to. Ridley had. I'm assuming he still has really good speed because that's what his calling card was coming out of college. So maybe he's more of that type of receiver, but I don't know, man. I mean, Devontae can get down the field. He's not a burner, but he's versatile in what he can do. But give me more texts here. I told Colarudo to call in because he's listening. I don't know why he's not calling in.
All right, we got Jason here texting. Off-season, I do the deal. In-season trades rarely work, especially off-season if Ridley has to learn a new playbook. Too many moving parts for a team going into their 2 biggest games of the season. AJ doesn't get traded where he wants to go.
Too many moving parts. Myles Garrett, go get the quarterback.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Wait, like, isn't it interesting that in the modern-day NFL, there's far more trades now in season than there ever was before? The trade deadline's become a real thing.
It really is.
Before it used to be baseball had the trade deadline.
The whole hot stove thing has gone cold.
Now there's real trades that happen in the NFL. Yeah. All right, well, Bill Colarulo, at least yesterday, I'm sure he's reconsidered his thoughts.
Think so?
Really?
But part of the problem, your mic's on there, Ray. Part of the problem is that he doesn't even know.
Sorry.
Ray!
He's on the phone.
My bad.
Turn your mic off, you dummy.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to contribute to the show here.
I know. Well, just turn your microphone off.
Oh.
But like, you would think for a football guy like Bill, see, here's the problem. Remember when everybody used to think of Howie as a pencil pusher? He's not a real football guy.
Yeah, when Chip banished him to the broom closet.
Yeah. Now people forget about those days, right? Well, like, I'm the Howie Roseman. I'm the smart football mind. Bill's the guy that's chewing on a pencil with a whistle around his neck. His name's Bill Colarulo, and he's the co-host of Unfiltered here on 97.5 from 2 to 6 every day with Rico Batalgo. Hi, Bill.
So I'm a pencil pusher now. Okay.
No, you're a pencil biter. I'm the pencil pusher. I'm the non-football guy like Howie.
Even worse. Listen, there's too many problems with this deal.
Okay.
All right? Like, I'm with you on, you add Myles Garrett to that defensive line. It's unbelievable. Putting him next to Jalen Carter, and even with how well Jordan Davis and Maro Ajomo have played, I get all that. But we're not playing fantasy football here. So you got to take a step back and look at this. We see how this team is built, all right? They have all of their money tied up on the offensive side of the football, and they used all of their high draft picks over the last 3 or 4 years on the defensive side. What's going to happen over the next couple of years? You're going to have to see a shift. You're going to have to start playing your defensive players, which means you're going to have to make some tough decisions on offense, and you're going to have to get younger. You're going to have to start using draft picks. You got to replace Lane Johnson. You're going to have to start using high draft picks on the offensive side.
Yeah, second rounder.
But if you bring in Myles Garrett and you give up 3 first-round draft picks, not only now do you have to take on that humongous salary and that contract, you've given up 3 first-round picks that you can't use to replenish the offensive talent.
And
so
a
it hurts
second.
you on both sides.
I'm proposing a second-round pick as well because 3-1s isn't getting
Yes.
it done. So I'll give up a second.
So
too.
that's what I don't like about it. But you're also missing something else. I keep hearing everybody, oh, it's Howie Roseman. He'll figure it out. He's not the one that gave Garrett the contract, so he wasn't able to structure it the way he would want to. The reason he was in on Micah Parsons, the contract hadn't been given yet. He could structure the contract the way the Eagles like
So
to do
restructure.
it.
Yeah, restructure it.
So restructure it.
All right, so now he's got to restructure. He's got to give up 3 first-round picks. It's not going to happen. And then one more argument that I can't stand that I keep hearing.
Let's go.
Oh, it's the 32nd pick. It'll be in the 30s. Look at the Eagles' last 3 draft picks. You won the Super Bowl. You had the 32nd pick. You got Jahad Campbell. The year before that, you lose in the wild card round. You have the 22nd pick. You got Quinyon Mitchell. The year before that, you had the 30th pick when you lost in the Super Bowl. You got Nolan Smith. So, in essence, what people are saying is they would trade Jahad Campbell, Quinyon Mitchell, Nolan Smith because, it doesn't matter.
I would trade those 3 for Myles Garrett. I would. But by the way, they also haven't selected those players. Just because you hit on those 3 players doesn't mean you're going to hit on those 3
They got
players
lucky with
in the
Jahad
future.
Campbell being there.
And by the way, we'll see what he is. We'll see what Jahad Campbell is. He looks like a good prospect. I'm like Bill, I understand what you're saying. The Eagles built their team, and if you look at that defense last year, they did it with their draft picks. If you trade those draft picks, but it's not a lock that they have to continue to trade well. And here's the other thing. You're talking about paying these guys. Jalen Carter doesn't start getting free agent money or after his rookie contract money for how many years? 3, right? He's under contract next year, and then the 5th-year option. Same thing with Nolan Smith.
He's eligible this year. But the 5th-year option money, you also don't know what that's going to look like until it's set.
But
So
it's
Jalen
manageable.
Carter and Nolan Smith.
But it's manageable.
Yeah, but they're both.
And you can structure the contracts. It's Quinyon Mitchell. You can structure the contracts. Cooper DeJean was a second-round draft pick, so you have a little bit less flexibility in what you could do because there's no 5th year. You actually still have enough time to bring in Myles Garrett. You can cook up the contract if you want to, but you're not going to have to pay these defensive players for a couple of years. And even when you pay them, if you say to Jalen Carter, hey, here's your money, but we're not going to have the cap hit big in year 1 and year 2. Bill, if they keep kicking the can down the road, which is what they do, they can sign anybody that they want to. This is too much of a no-brainer. I can't believe that you don't want this.
It's not. The Howie Roseman is a magician only goes so far. If you look at the cap that, first of all, the Cleveland Browns would have to take if they traded Myles.
I saw $68 million, and then I saw in other things $40-some million for a dead cap hit.
Yeah, it's pretty high. But listen, Ray Dunn, you could ask him. He knows that I'm an Eagles insider. Okay, so I have reached out to a few people on this, of course.
Okay,
because that's what I do. I was told that there is no truth to the Myles Garrett rumors. I was told. That
Are you
just
reporting
simply
this now?
rumors.
Is this a report?
Are you reporting this?
I am reporting this, that there was no truth to the Myles Garrett rumors. However,
could you have saved that for your show at 2:00 so you cannot talk about this?
Should I drop this nugget on Middays with Mark? Should I be a team player and tell you what I have heard?
Yes.
Look out for some of the guys in Miami.
Like Chubb.
Maybe another guy in Miami.
Defensive player?
Defensive end. One of the younger defensive ends in Miami could be a potential target for the Eagles.
Not Chop Robinson.
No, but the issue that I'm being told, and this is why I think the Myles Garrett thing is ridiculous, what I'm being told is it's not about trade compensation. It's about trying to fit them under the cap with the money and how they would do it financially. So that's why I don't think the Myles Garrett is a reality, because if you're talking about guys in Miami who aren't making anywhere near what Myles Garrett is making, well, then how the hell would you make that work? So I think they're looking at the defensive ends in Miami, and last night certainly helped watching the Dolphins get absolutely crushed, because hopefully they're going to be big sellers before Tuesday.
Yep. And Fangio, I guess, would have a relationship depending on who the player is, him being down there, and he was, and those losers down there wanted to get rid of him. Maybe this is a guy that didn't and loved Fangio.
Yep. Yeah, there's a couple of edge rushers in Miami that could be on the trading block that the Eagles would be interested in, which surprised me. I thought maybe they would be done considering what they added with BG and Nolan Smith coming back. And you listened to Vic Fangio last week, or Tuesday actually, say, yeah, we're in good shape talking about the edge rushers.
All right.
But they are still interested in upgrading.
Well, there he is, wrong again. Bill Colarulo, unfiltered. Ricky Bowen and Bill coming up at 2:00. Appreciate it, buddy.
And Ray Dunn's going to get in trouble with this Mike the Switch costume today.
I can't wait to get into
Dr. Mike the Switch.
Dr. Mike.
Dr. Mike the Switch. I had nothing to do with that promo, by the way, so it's not a shot at me. It's a shot at the powers that be.
It's a direct shot at the program director.
Wow. I'm not used to this. Usually I'm the one who takes the shots at the program director.
Correct. Yeah.
This is a first for
Well,
me.
Ray Dunn, now that he's with Middays with Marks, he thinks he's, like, invincible, you know? Like, that he can't be touched.
You know, Bill, I was agreeing with you for a lot of this segment, and then you had to bring up the Eagles insider crap. And you know what? I think they should get 5 first-round picks for Miles Garrett.
There you go. All right. Bill, thank you, buddy.
I'll see
All
you
right.
guys soon.
All right.
Later.
Coming back. You'll see in about a half hour. Coming back. Is edge rusher the only position the Eagles need to get better and address at the trade deadline? Do you actually anticipate anything more from Harry Roseman? More of that coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. It is Middays with Marks on a Halloween Friday. Now, Harry, do you turn off your lights and tell kids not to more or less come to our house?
It's funny you say that because I went to the grocery store the other day, 2 days ago, and I bought candy, 3 bags of candy. And it's basically just for our next door neighbor. They got 4 young boys under the age of 9.
Wow.
So they'll be at our house like we're the first stop. And then after that, I'm taking off. I'm leaving.
Oh, so you got 3 bags of candy?
3 bags of candy just for the neighbor kids.
And the bags of candy aren't cheap these days.
They're not.
Like $17 a bag?
No, not 17.
Well, the big ones, because I have.
No, these are the small bags.
I live in a like a development, so there's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So we're out, so we just leave it.
You just leave it out front?
Yeah, because we're walking around. My mom's coming tonight, so maybe I don't know if she's going to walk with us or she's going to man it at home. But normally we just leave it on a table. We'll put a table in the driveway, and then people come up and grab it.
Now, do you have like a Ring doorbell that you can go back and watch it and see who stole more?
I have cameras all over.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really windy, so I'm worried that stuff's going to blow all over the place. So I don't know what we're going to do. But yeah, no, we and we'll talk about candy coming up at like 11:15. I have the most popular Halloween candy of 2024, a top 10 list, and then Ray's going to go over Dr. Mike the Switch. He's going to tell the story and everything with that.
Program director's checked in, so
I want to hear the promo.
I can't wait. That's coming up in a little bit. Are you still going to do it, Ray?
Yeah,
Oh, still okay.
I just want us to do it before News at Noon so that if I get told to pack my bags, that like Nate can step in and do News at Noon.
Okay.
Just so he can get ready for the workflow.
Right.
In case I don't,
Well, it's also not sponsored yet, so we could not do it if you get fired.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, then.
Yeah.
Well, if I go, I still want to go before News at Noon. I'll just hand
you
that
don't have
over
to do it. Yeah. No, you don't have to. You don't have to finish the shift. If you get fired, you get fired.
Yeah.
Go home.
Do we have the soccer calls yet?
No.
Is Nate working on that?
Yeah, Nate's working on it.
He's looking for it.
Nate found it.
He did?
Nate's ready to go with that. But Nate needs to get the music bed and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying this.
Yeah. And it was Temple women's soccer against Texas San Antonio.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's a rivalry.
When you think women's soccer, heated rivalry.
UTSA, the Roadrunners?
Did you travel to Texas? Were you down
Yes.
there?
Yeah.
After the show yesterday, I flew for a 4:00 start down to San Antonio.
You took a red eye
Yeah.
home to get here today.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Do you believe a move is made by the trade deadline?
Yes.
Do you believe that it's a defensive end or an edge rusher?
Yes.
So we're trying to figure because Bill, in being an Eagles insider, was also cryptic and wouldn't give any names. So we have figured out, Harry, you figured out who they're talking about.
Well, I'm hopeful. Like he said it's a guy on the Dolphins, right? And he said it wasn't Chubb because that's the name I threw out. Jalen Phillips is my guess. He's a good player, and he's young.
So Jalen Phillips was former first-round draft pick.
Yeah, Miami Hurricanes.
I think the Eagles actually had some interest in him in the draft,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. So he's in the final year of his rookie contract.
Correct.
He's a free agent after this year. So you know what happens if he's not under contract right now. The team obviously had discussions with him about extending him. And if he's a free agent at this point, they're saying, maybe we bring him back, or
he's going to hit the market.
He's going to hit the market. And when a player hits the market, normally that means, or at least I think he's not coming back. Otherwise, you would have signed him. So last year, the biggest thing with him, he hasn't been able to stay healthy. 8 games in 2023, 4 games in 2024. And so far, he's played all 9 games this season.
Mm-hmm.
His best year was his rookie year, had 8.5 sacks. He played 17 games. So this would fit the mold of what the Eagles like to do. They're identifying a guy that's still young, that they look and they say, you know what, that's not a good team. That's not a good organization. Vic Fangio is familiar with him because he coached him. And if Vic Fangio says, I like that guy, what are you giving up for Jalen Phillips? Especially if the Dolphins aren't bringing him back. Mid-round pick?
3rd, 4th round pick?
Yeah.
Something like that?
And the Eagles look at it and say, hey, we want to sign you to an extension.
Correct.
So we bring you in.
Because he's only 25.
Only 25. And you think you're going to get much more out of him than the Dolphins have, which isn't that far-fetched.
No. Boy, that's a bad organization.
Sure is.
Wow.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah. I like it.
Did you watch any of the game last night?
I watched all of it.
You did?
Yep. Yep. I pretty much watch all the, unless it's a game I really don't like. And I had the Ravens.
Yeah, the Dolphins are on my no-watch list.
Oh, they're so bad. But you know what? They're so bad they're good. Watching Watching McDaniel on the sideline
Oh, yeah.
is a true treasure.
Yeah,
with
he
his
is a freak, isn't he?
God.
Him watching that ball land in the hands of the Ravens late in that game, that interception, and then Tua walking back, you could tell the tension between the two of them is at an all-time high.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Not that I feel bad for him, but Tua's done no favors to
No.
Mike McDaniel. He's acted like a total idiot.
Yeah. Who does he think he is?
Well, he's going to be a guy that doesn't have a starting job
Right,
in the
right.
NFL. All right, coming up, James Palmer said with us, the Eagles aren't done yet, but also highlighted the help that Bram could be. Is it a move more than a depth piece? I know Ray was saying like this can't be the only move that you make with Brandon Graham. I agree, but I think Brandon Graham's going to give you a little bit more than you think. All right, that's coming up next. Your phone calls. Herb from Northeast Philly is going to be coming up as well. And coming up around 11:15, Halloween Candy and Ray talking about Dr. Mike the Switch in what could be his final segment on the program and the station ever.
You don't want to miss that.
You don't want to miss it. Because, listen, he could always lean on his play-by-play skills.
How about that?
Middays of Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Flyers win again. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Flyers won 4-1 last night over the Predators. Their third consecutive win on the homestand. Trevor Zegras scored 2 goals as the Flyers improved to 6-3-1 to open the season. They're back in action tomorrow night against the Maple Leafs at 7 here on 97.5 The Fanatic. 76ers host the Celtics tonight at 7 in the first game of their NBA Cup schedule. You can hear the game live here on The Fanatic. Tomorrow night, the Union plays Chicago in the second game of the best-of-3 playoff series. Tune in to see if the Union advance and sweep the Fire at 5:30 tomorrow night, again, right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Eagles on the bye. NFL trade deadline is on Tuesday. Birds already made a move this week, acquiring Michael Carter from the Jets. The slot corner isn't necessarily going to be the reason that the Birds kick Cooper DeJean to the outside corner spot. We spoke to James Palmer yesterday about that.
Yeah, he does play in the slot. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he's done for his career. And so I see this move, from my understanding, being they wanted more depth in their secondary.
And we'll see what they end up doing with him coming out of the bye when they have the Packers next week on Monday Night Football. This update is brought to you by Fox One. Fox One's your home to stream live sports from NFL on Fox. The big noon Saturdays, NASCAR and more. This week, don't miss the Nittany Lions take on Ohio State. Download the Fox One app to stream. Fox One live sports streaming now. I'm Ray Dunn, home the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Can we call him our insider? James Palmer?
Yeah, why not? Shows up every week.
Yeah, I didn't even, so James was longtime NFL Network, and then now he's Bleacher Report. He does multiple podcasts for The Athletic. But I was always a big fan, and I said to Ray, I'm like, do you have a number on him? Let's get him on. And then Ray's like, yeah, he wants to do it every week.
Really?
I'm like, all right.
Well, he's getting paid then, I hope, right?
Unless you're paying him, nothing I know. No, it's his hometown.
The experience is the payment, really.
Really?
The experience to talk to John Marks every week.
Yeah,
okay.
Is payment enough?
I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but I guess I'm a pretty big deal here.
Jeez.
But yeah, I mean, it's his hometown.
He sounds good, though.
He's the pride of Upper Marion.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's where I live.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
He's a Viking.
He's a Viking.
Wow.
Absolutely. So he has been, and we talked about the AJ stuff, and he agreed with me that the blockbuster is like the idea that they wouldn't trade AJ Brown. It's not likely, but it's being very cryptically put out in the media, like, we don't want to trade AJ,
But he is available.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Not likely. But in my scenario, you do the deal and you trade every draft pick you have and you get another wide receiver in here and you trade A.J. Brown and get Myles Garrett. But that's not being supported by – is it because of A.J. Brown? Is it any time you mention A.J. Brown?
That's the deal breaker for Ray. He loves A.J. Brown, which I do too.
I do too.
I mean, I just don't understand make your offense worse when you're trying to compete.
Because he doesn't want to be here.
Okay, tough.
Oh, no, okay, tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would you want to do a show with some guy that didn't want to be here?
No, ideally not.
Yeah, right.
Have you been doing shows with somebody who doesn't want to be here? I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, when it comes to A.J. Brown, if you give up all this capital for Myles Garrett, and we all say, all right, 3 first-round picks, to hell with the future. Guess what? In the offseason, you could trade A.J. Brown, recoup at least one of those draft
Well, you
picks.
act like there's only a future in the first round.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is I'm okay with actually giving up the picks for Myles Garrett. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
The A.J. Brown element of this is I'm not going to trade for a superstar to get rid of a superstar.
But you realize he may be gone in the offseason.
Right, and that's when you recoup that draft capital. And then we talk about how you rebuild that wide receiver room then. If my options to rebuild that wide receiver room are early 30s Calvin Ridley and let me hope that Jacoby Myers becomes a star because he's playing in a better situation, those aren't great options to me. I'm not a fan.
But you already have Devontae Smith, who is a star.
I got it, but
Right?
the offense is going to get worse.
And a tight end in a contract year.
The offense just gets different. I mean, sure, A.J. Brown's a better wide receiver than Jacoby Myers or Calvin Ridley.
Yes.
But to what the Eagles are doing on offense, and here's the other thing. You're adding Myles Garrett, and that's not something you just mentioned. You're adding Myles Garrett to the defense, which in my opinion, is a much bigger need than having 2 top wide receivers right now.
I mean, it's not a need for you because you have them. It's never going to be a need to have 2 wide receivers when you have them. You have them. You're creating a need. You're creating a need for receivers.
Right. You're creating a need to solve another need.
I don't plug a hole just to let another hole sprout up. I'm trying to plug a hole to avoid the thing sinking.
But then you have something else to plug up that other hole. Boom, right there.
Or you just give up a 3rd-round pick for Jalen Phillips.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is probably what's going to happen.
Which I'd be okay with that, too.
Yeah, but by the way, Jalen Phillips also has never had double-digit sacks.
True.
So we can talk about Jalen Phillips, and I like the idea. Myles Garrett, is he the best defensive player in football?
Yes.
Is he a first-ballot Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Does he go into the Pro Football Hall of Fame as an Eagle? Maybe.
Maybe.
Right. I don't think he's going to want to go in with a Brown. I mean, who knows? But you're getting for the next 3 to 4 years the top player at his position. Period.
Without question.
And what's the most? What is it? And wide receivers are not undervalued anymore because before it used to be like with Andy. Andy'd be like defensive ends, offensive linemen. You don't value the wide receiver as much as you. That's changed. Wide receivers are making $30+ million for a good reason. But who's more important, a defensive end or a wide receiver? I still think it's a defensive end, a top defensive end.
Yeah, on this team.
Yeah, on this
especially.
team.
Yeah, because you do let's not forget they do have a number 1 wide receiver.
Devontae
Playing 1A, on this team.
Yep.
Right.
Rank your defensive lineman right now in the Eagles? Jalen Carter's 1, right? So we don't even have to start there. Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith.
See, that's a problem.
That's a major drop-off.
Yeah, Nolan Smith's a good player. He's best suited to be your number 2 defensive end that does a little bit of everything. You need your best pure pass rusher, and that's Myles Garrett. Who's your Brandon Graham? What James was saying in that cut. You're going to need Brandon Graham to be productive. This isn't Brandon Graham coming in
Just a coach from the locker room.
To be a body.
Right.
You actually need him right there.
And talk about Jalen Phillips. When he's been available for 17 games, which has only been 2 seasons, you talked about his injury situation. He's played really well. He's had 8.5 and 7 sacks.
First 2 years in the league.
First 2 years in the league.
Yep. And then he hasn't had – this year he's been healthy, has 3 sacks. But
right.
And it's also hard to – fairly gauge a player when you're on such a bad team like that. This isn't just the Dolphins aren't a team that doesn't have any talent. The Dolphins are a toxic team.
They have talent.
They hate the quarterback. Yeah. They hate this is a mess. It couldn't be more of a mess than so. It's hard to really judge anything that's going on with this team right now. So all right, there you go, Ray. Enjoy having AJ Brown to not throw to when Myles Garrett's sitting out there.
Wait.
Enjoy.
I'm just confused how I became the guy against adding an edge rusher. I'm pro adding an edge rusher. I'm just not pro getting rid of your best offensive player.
But you're not pro getting Myles Garrett because you don't want to give up A.J. Brown, who they're most likely going to have to move on from in the offseason.
You're making this a two-thing. You're the one that decided A.J. Brown's got to go.
Yeah. Well, that's how you're going to get enough compensation to get Myles Garrett. Yes.
I've got compensation. I've got compensation out the wazoo. I'll give you 3 first-round picks and try and get first-round picks in the offseason for A.J. I don't want to get rid of a guy just to bring in a guy.
Do the deal. You're listening to 97.5 The Fanatic, WPN, HD1, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studio. Powering possibilities. Uncle Jamie has something to say about this. Is he on the air, Uncle Jamie? Can I go to him or is he on hold? We got to get to him soon. Uncle Jamie, are you there? Hello.
I am here. You can hear me.
This is not Uncle Harry from HarryWins.com. This is Uncle Jamie from Uncle Jamie's College Football Locks of the Week.
That is correct. Got some good picks this week, so check it out on the Fanatic. We taped it last night.
It's on YouTube right now.
No LSU love this week, Harry.
No
LSU love this week.
He got Brian Kelly fired. You got the athletic director fired too, Uncle Jamie.
Literally, me and the governor of Louisiana have conspired to fire the
I love
leading candidates down at LSU.
I love how all the players, former players included, are coming out with Brian Kelly stories now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They all hate him.
Oh, my God. We talked about that last night, Harry. The knives have come out for Brian Kelly for sure.
Good.
You know, they played us. They mentioned something on SportsCenter that Brian Kelly will be scheduled to receive his $800,000 check today. Isn't that nice to get $800,000 a month?
Wow.
Pretty good job.
That's good work if you can get it.
Yep.
So there's a quarterback that is not ever going to allow the Eagles to acquire Myles Garrett. And you know who that quarterback is? Deshaun Watson. And you know why? Because Deshaun Watson is a dead cap hit for the Browns. So they ain't taking any more dead cap money on their cap to trade Myles Garrett to the Eagles.
But then it's off. But then they're off the books in 2027. You take that big dead cap hit next year, but then everything's off the books in 2027. Jamie, this team's not winning anything. The Browns suck. They're not winning anything. They have 2 young quarterbacks that aren't good. They have another quarterback that's not good. Deshaun Watson's not taking this team anywhere. They're just waiting to get rid of him. So agreed. The dead cap hit, which would I don't know. I saw $68 million. I saw 40-something.
It's
million,
over
$100
million.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it.
Well, so for Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Over 100?
Yes.
I saw 68.
No, I'm looking at it on Spot Rack right now. Next year, or this year, it's $124 million. Yeah.
And,
no way.
So is Myles Garrett a Brown in 2 years?
Yeah, because you got to think about Harry Roseman's deputy, Andrew Berry, is the GM of the Browns. Listen, he's already on the hook with Jimmy Haslam, right, because of the Deshaun Watson scenario. They have no quarterback. They have a great coach in Stefanski. Stefanski is safe. I think if Andrew Berry gets clipped or not, Stefanski's still there. So, I mean, when do they stop rebuilding in Cleveland? For God's sakes,
when they
it
get
never ends.
But I mean, it's not now. They don't have players. They don't have a quarterback.
Literally, as crazy as that sounds, they haven't had a quarterback since, I don't know, Brian Sipe. Was that the last quarterback they had in Cleveland?
Yeah,
Vinny Testaverde?
You're going back to my era now. Jeez.
right,
Yeah.
Harry? You and I are around the same age,
Yep.
right? That's about the last time that the Cleveland had a quarterback playing out there.
Yeah,
so.
and they've got like
I don't
4
know.
or 5
I
on the
think-
roster, and none of them can play.
I mean, incredible. I think, if anything, Howie has proved to us that he's going to, if he's going to trade for something, it'll be for depth, and it'll probably be something you're not expecting. So think offensive line. You never know. He might pick up another offensive line member for depth because he's thinking about injuries. He's thinking about Cam Jurgens, and he's thinking about the playoffs.
Well, they
I think that's
reacquired
probably
Sua
what-
Opeta last week from
I
Tampa.
saw that, yeah.
He's on the practice squad.
Strike up the band. Strike up the old band. Jeff Stoutland gets to pick his old guys, right?
Love it.
All right. There he is, Uncle Jamie. Thank you, Uncle Jamie. His college football locks up right now on the Fanatics YouTube page. There you go. According to Mary Kay Cabot,
Oh, she's in Cleveland.
she sure is.
Yeah, she's good.
She said that 0 chance the Browns trade Myles Garrett. I'm told it hasn't even been discussed. Doesn't mean people aren't calling on him. If the Browns were to trade Myles Garrett pre-G1, they'd have a $41 million dead cap next season and $25 million dead cap in 2027. So that's $66 million, so 41 and 25.
Over 2 years.
And she said with Deshaun Watson, you're basically done for like 2 years. They're done for 2 years anyway.
Yeah, they're done. Period.
But so if they don't trade Myles Garrett, they're going to be fine the next 2 years?
No.
Of course
They
not.
don't have a quarterback.
They stink. All right, coming up. We're going to talk about Halloween candy, and Ray reveals his Halloween costume, which is Dr. Mike the Switch, which I still don't know what it's about. And we're going to play the promo for it.
My final segment coming up.
Ray's final
Next.
segment in his talk radio career at 97.5 The Fanatic. That is next. This is Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
The
Middays with Marks 97.5, the Fanatic. Got some Phillies conversation coming up later this hour. But let's get to it without further ado. Dr. Mike the Switch. So he was saying on Friday, he kept saying, I have multiple costumes,
Right.
Dr. Mike the Switch. And I didn't know what it meant, and I thought it was something that's one of these things because we're older that we don't know, and
right.
everybody. So I
It
didn't.
went right over my head.
I didn't ask.
Yeah.
And then I Googled it, and nothing came up.
Okay.
So that's when I was like, all right, what is he talking about?
Is this some Northern Liberties thing?
Because my daughter, my oldest, is Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters.
I never heard of that.
Right, as you shouldn't. And I didn't either, except like this is. So there's a bunch of the K-pop Demon Hunters. I still don't really know what they're. It's an animated movie or cartoon.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know it. So I thought that's what it was with Ray. It's
Okay.
he got Ray, 25 years old.
I thought it was some IPA sipping Northern Liberties thing.
Beard wearing.
No, that would just be me. I'd be just dressed as myself.
right. So you have to explain. So what are you for Halloween?
I'm Dr. Mike the Switch.
Okay, and what is Dr. Mike the Switch?
Dr. Mike the Switch was the one that prescribed Phil E 4 hours of unfiltered daily from 2 to 6.
Is this Philly Moose?
No,
Or-
Phil E, just Phil E.
Remember Phil E. Moose?
So, to run you through what you missed over the summer, unfiltered debuts.
Right.
You know, the patron saint of sports talk radio, Bill Colarulo, takes over an afternoon drive. He and Ricky Bo deliver this new, fresh, exciting show. And there are a couple promotions to run through it. Of like,
Sure,
hey,
you got to
sure,
promote a new
yes.
show.
yeah, here's Billy
course.
C. Here's Ricky Bo. They're doing this new thing. You should tune in. One of the promotions, and God bless Rich and Trent for voicing this and doing their absolute best in this one, was Philly and Dr. Mike the Switch. Why you should listen to Unfiltered. So without further ado, for the first time for the two of you, please take a listen to this promotion.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they took it out.
I hate to do it, Harry.
Are you serious? All this buildup and it's not there?
I have it sitting on my board. I've had it on my board for months here, waiting for this moment.
and they deleted it.
Is the end date over? What did they do to me? Oh, this is so brutal.
Can that be removed remotely? Like, could the program director,
Scott
having
Masteller-
listened to this, just went in the system
Yes.
and deleted it?
He could have just sent it. I don't think he did. He could have, because this happened with drops and stuff.
Okay.
Where they replace something with something else.
This is unbelievable.
I hate to do it.
Date violation. Oh,
Do we have the bump up or down?
I mean,
Well, go in and edit it.
I'm going into it now. I thought
All right.
we had it. It popped up. Everything that usually is outdated pops up red for me. It didn't pop up red for me, so I thought it was still good. It's no longer good.
So anticlimactic.
I can't believe
this just happened to me.
that he didn't go and play this during one of the breaks in audition
to make sure.
that it's
All right, I think I just was able to override it.
Okay.
Nope,
So,
wasn't able to override it. Wow, this sucks.
there we go. All right. Wow. There we have it.
This is brutal.
Ray Dunn, ladies and gentlemen. Ray Dunn.
Hey,
How about that?
I can't believe it played for me back here, which I thought it had.
My text line is blowing up. What a
Man.
letdown that was. Everybody was
massive
so
letdown.
excited.
I was excited for this.
I mean, this is like expecting Myles Garrett and getting Jalen Phillips.
Lose my freaking mind. We better figure this
All right,
Goodness.
go to the candy.
Well, give me a better music or
Wow.
something. I mean, this isn't even.
I want to fire him now.
That's unbelievable. Well,
He should be fired.
he's getting fired for the reason we didn't think.
Right. Enjoy women's soccer, Ray. It's over. I heard UTSA is hiring.
Poor Ray.
God.
Oh man.
And he's got multiple costumes for the
Fine
weekend.
line.
All these parties to go
Yeah,
to.
you see, his costume was set up for this bit right
Right.
here for this bit.
And the audio isn't even there.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Where do I send you? Send you to jail for that.
Oh, I can't believe it. This whole costume is built around an piece of audio that doesn't exist.
And I built it up. We
Yeah.
teased it.
Yeah.
I laid it up for him, like right here.
As soon as I walked in today, I was looking at his costume. I'm like, what's that?
All right, Harry.
All right.
How about the most popular Halloween candy? So you mentioned you have the bag. You bought the bag.
I got 3 different candies.
So did you buy the variety bag?
No, I bought 3 individual, brands.
I like your style.
Yeah, not the variety.
What brands did you buy?
Baby Ruth,
Ooh.
$100,000 bar.
Wow. So 2, and what was the other one?
I'm trying to think.
So
What is
there
the other
there are only candies that I see at Halloween, and I like when I see that at Halloween. I will never eat them any other time of the year.
Right.
The 100 grand, the Baby Ruth's very good
Baby
as well.
Ruth is an underrated bar. Oh, the other was Snickers.
Everybody,
Yeah.
Snickers are kind of.
Yeah.
So
Snickers and Reese's peanut butter cups are like the go-tos, right?
So the number one, this is data compiled by Instacart from last year's Halloween.
Okay.
The most popular candy is Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yes. Yeah.
Number one.
It's hard to beat.
It
really is.
I dread Halloween every year because I have no control over myself.
Right.
When with Reese's peanut butter cups, I could literally eat. I'm diabetic. I'll have to take like 30 units of insulin because I can't stop eating it. They're so good.
They are.
All right, Ray, would you like to try to redeem yourself? Reese's peanut butter cups, number one. Give me a little Halloween music underneath this or something.
And not Thriller. We came back to Thriller from 2 breaks.
Yeah, I told him he could.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Give me a little Ghostbusters, Ray Parker Jr. instrumental. We put that in for today as well. There it is. There you go.
Ray,
All right.
he hasn't recovered.
Number
No,
one.
I just pulled the audio now myself.
We'll do it next Halloween.
Unbelievable.
You could dress up again as Mike the Boner next year and we'll play it.
I'm claiming sabotage here.
No, it's like you didn't preview it. It's not your fault that it wasn't in there.
Back in here, we were listening to it, Mike Vito and I, before.
You were sabotaged.
I was
Then
sabotaged.
Vito sabotaged.
No, Vito would sabotage me.
Mass
Vito's
Teller?
on my side. I don't know. I can go look at my texts. I'm shocked. I'm actually livid at this right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, my entire weekend.
I can tell you're off your game.
It should
now.
be.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, wait. So Reese's peanut butter cups. We got
Good.
number two.
Number 2.
Peanut M&Ms.
Really?
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I would not have guessed that.
Yep.
I would have gone Kit Kat.
Kit Kat comes in at number 4.
Number
Good
4,
guess.
okay.
I'm a Kit Kat guy.
Yeah, I love that. No, I put the Kit Kat in the peanut butter jar.
You scoop it.
Yes.
That's a fat man move right
yes,
there, boy.
it is.
I like that. Number 5 is Snickers,
Okay.
which you would have thought would be higher on the list.
Yeah, I would have thought that.
But they're so common, I almost don't enjoy them anymore because they're always readily available. Number 3, the regular M&M.
Wow.
Number 6 is something I would never have guessed. It's not a chocolate. It is a gummy.
Ooh.
Sour Patch Kids, number
Really?
6.
No. No way.
I mean, I like Sour Patch Kids, but I don't.
And I'm not an M&M guy either.
Hershey's Milk Chocolate, the regular bar,
Yeah.
number 7.
Not the dark. The special dark.
The regular one.
I love the special dark.
Number 8, and I'm a fan year-round, the Milky Way.
Yes. Terrific candy bar.
Number 9, Twix.
Wow, way down to 9.
I like Twix.
Where's Crackle?
Did not make the top 10.
Didn't make the list.
Crackle's horrible. Terrible. I like a Nestle Crunch.
Yeah, the crunch. Yeah, I like that.
You don't see them much. And number 10, the Haribo Gold Bears,
What?
which they're gummy bears.
Oh, okay.
But it's a brand. They're the really soft gummy bears.
Okay.
Almost like they're warm.
Yeah, I'm not big on that.
There you go. Halloween candy. If you give me a Butterfinger, I'm out.
Really?
Nah.
You don't like that?
If you lay a finger on my Butterfinger, you're fine. Take it.
I like the Reese's Fast Break.
Fast breaks are good.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
the fast
That's a
breaks are
good
good.
one. Yeah.
Trying to think. If you give me a box of raisins, I'm
Yeah, you're
probably
out.
calling the cops.
Yeah. I'll soap your windows if you give me raisins.
So were you out last night for
Mischief night? I used to imbibe in that when I was in in school.
They don't do it anymore.
No, they don't.
Yeah, people used to egg our high school.
Yeah.
They don't. No, they don't do that
Yeah,
anymore.
you soap the windows. You threw stuff on people's porches.
Toilet paper in the
Corn.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was great.
They don't do it anymore. Ray's he's out for the rest of the show.
He's
we've
done.
lost him.
Yeah, he's done.
We've lost him.
He's like the Miami Dolphins.
No, I know, but
he's just checked out.
No, but I can already tell that you're not going to recover from this. Ray's
Well,
done
I mean,
for the
I'm
show.
livid because it worked. It worked a half hour ago.
Yeah, but the The bit wasn't a half hour ago.
Right,
it was
well,
5 minutes ago.
I check things before we start, and I worked on it before to make sure it's there.
So coming up, back or pack with Ray Dunn. Is Ray
Yeah,
Dunn
pack
packing
Ray
or is he
Dunn.
back? I vote pack.
Wow.
Dolphins didn't fire their coach today. They fired their GM.
Oh, they did?
If anybody cares.
Okay.
All right, there you got coming up. All right,
Chris Greer.
we're gonna segue into some Phillies conversation as well. Get Harry's thoughts on a potential Kyle Schwarber trade, and also, maybe Alec, if they don't trade him, they just walk away from him. We'll talk about that as well. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
I didn't want to do the update. Flyers won last night, 4-1 last night over the Predators, their third consecutive win on the homestand. Trevor Zegras scored 2 goals, so the Flyers improved to 6-3-1 to open the season. They're back in action tomorrow night against the Maple Leafs, 7 o'clock here on the Fanatic. 76ers host the Celtics tonight at 7. First game of the NBA Cup. Listen to the game right here on the Fanatic. And tomorrow night on the Fanatic, you can hear the Union and the Chicago Fire in the second game of the best-of-3 playoff series. Again, that's right here, 5:30 tomorrow night on the Fanatic. Eagles at the bye. NFL trade deadline coming up on Tuesday. They already made a deal. They traded for a corner. We had James Palmer on to break down what that might mean for the secondary.
Yeah, he does play in the slot. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he's done for his career. And so I see this move, from my understanding, being they wanted more depth in their secondary.
They got more depth in their secondary with Michael Carter, but it seems like DeGene will stay in the slot. You can listen to our full conversation with James Palmer on our website or the Fanatic app. This update is brought to you by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football in King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders makes you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. I'm Ray Dunn on the home. The Sixers, Flyers, and the Union, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Attention, don't.
Harry Mays. Is Ray here? Is he still Ray Dunn still here?
He's here in body. I don't think his mind is elsewhere.
I'm already at the bar, mentally.
Yeah.
Do you have the? I don't even want it. Like I think the bit's over.
I think it was actually better than the actual bit.
Yeah.
What happened?
Do you even want to hear the?
Yeah, I do. I kind of want to hear it.
All right, I'll play it for you.
Nah, it's all right. We're good.
All right, whatever.
All right, go ahead, play it. I know this was.
Hi, my name is Phil E. And for most of my sports fan life, I've been suffering from sports talk delusion syndrome, or STDS for short. I was addicted to nothing but hot takes and made-up analysis. I needed a change. That's when Dr. Mike D. Switch saved my sports fandom life.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike DeSwitch. I've seen this a lot in this area, but luckily STDS was easy to cure. I told him all he needed to do was tune in to Unfiltered with Ricky Bowe and Bill Colarulo, and you will feel an instant sense of relief and a newfound belief that sports talk radio isn't dead. 1 month later, he is cured and much smarter because of it.
Thanks, Doc.
Unfiltered, every weekday from 2 to 6 p.m. right here on 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
What's your? I mean, you have an entire Halloween costume based on that. What's your problem with it?
I listened to it multiple times an hour for 4 hours a day for 3 months.
Kind of part of being on radio. You know, it's like you have to hear all the stuff, all the breaks.
But it made you hate it, or it made you hate it worse than originally?
No, I mean it made it funny by the end. Every time it played, that I was just like, oh, there's Dr. Mike the Switch again.
Did Colarulo write that?
He said he had nothing to do with that.
Oh, really?
He claims he had nothing to do
with
the promotion.
Is he reporting that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, you can never really tell if he's reporting or
Right.
just following up on something that's already been talked about.
Oh, all right. All right. So you went with Dr. Mike the Switch. You have a whole get up.
Yeah, it's all ruined now. This
It
is
is.
all ruined. I'm livid.
is.
It was
I'm
actually
legitimately angry.
It was. It was
Yeah.
it's funnier than it would have been.
Yeah.
Should have been Mike the Boner. That's what you should have been.
Yes.
That would be a one-way ticket to getting fired.
That's what he's going to be tonight
Mike the
when
Boner.
he goes out. Yeah. He shaves the beard.
Yeah, you could have a mustache tonight. All right. Well, there you go. Thanks, Ray. Thanks a lot.
Enjoy women's soccer.
Yeah, we'll hear that coming up in the 1 o'clock hour. It was play-by-play. Ray, his day's completely ruined. Man, he was set up.
He was.
We had everything.
It was.
Oh, my God. So Herb from Northeast Philly was texting me this morning because Deshaun Jackson was at the link last night.
Yeah, for the
They won.
Delaware State.
Delaware State won.
Against Norfolk State.
Mike
Which
Vick.
is Mike Vick, yeah.
Deshaun's done a good job. They haven't had a winning year in a long time. He's over 500.
I remember they played Temple a couple years ago.
And it was
It was like
170 to
50-something to nothing, I think it was. Yeah.
which is saying something. Templeton.
Yeah.
Herb from Northeast Philly joins us. Herb, how are you, buddy?
All right. What's up, Johnny?
So Herb wants me to send him pictures. A couple years ago, I was with Deshaun and Miller Lite. We were doing his retirement tour with Miller Lite, so we were going around the different bars.
Okay.
And Herb came to one of the bars, and I got some good pictures of him and Deshaun. Right, Herb?
Yep, you got it. Yeah.
What's wrong, man?
Nothing. I'm just sitting here in H-Lot, just relaxing, man, you know?
Yeah, you sound low
Just
energy
relaxing.
today.
I'm cool.
Are you wearing a costume right now, Herb?
I'm out. I got a white Adidas tracksuit on.
Okay.
White with the Sixers long sleeve. I just had a young kid. He looked like in his late teens or early 20s, maybe from Tokyo, Japan. I just took two pictures of him. I got it. I'll show it.
Why are
to
you taking a picture of some poor kid?
He was wearing the Sixers. He was wearing the Sixers outfit, the velour outfit.
Oh, so you liked his drip?
And
It looked good.
it was blue, red, white, and blue. It was really nice. It was like something. It was similar to like the green one that I had for the Eagles. And it's made out
so
of
for
that
people that
velour.
don't know, Herb will spend too much money on tracksuits and Eagles tracksuits.
so that's his thing?
And sneakers. Oh yeah, he's very
Okay.
fresh.
Okay.
Looks very fresh.
Well, I mean, we don't have no dress code really from me, so I mean,
No,
that's
you look
what
good. No, I'm giving you
you know.
props. You look good when you dress up.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
hear you.
All right.
So this kid was wearing, it was nice. It had zipper pockets, the whole bit. He showed me. He didn't speak too much English, but he's going to be here tonight for the game.
Oh, very cool.
Wow, so he came from Tokyo for the game.
From Japan. Yeah, he showed me his passport. He had a passport. Yep.
All right.
And but anyway, like so you think by Sunday, do the Browns have a game this Sunday?
I think
they may be on. I don't even know.
Hold up. I think they might be off.
Herb, have a good one, buddy. I'll send you the Deshaun pictures. Thank you. There, I'm trying to find it. Find it right now.
The Browns are off.
Yeah, they have a bye.
They have a bye. It's Eagles, Browns, Jets, and Buccaneers.
Listen,
all have the bye.
I came out firing with on training for Myles Garrett because the NFL Insider had said that the Eagles are calling around. I never said it was likely to happen. So, yeah, it's not likely to happen. But, I mean, I would still do it. All right, so here's Herb and Deshaun right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to do the Deshaun Jackson show.
Back in the day.
Remember that?
From the A-Loft, as Mike Vick called it, the A-Loft?
Yes. Yeah. And he was supposed to play Madden. Like he was a big Madden player.
Yep.
Okay. And the deal is that they draft basically you win a contest to play against Deshaun prior to the show or after the show. Well, it ended up being after the show because Deshaun was late practically every week to the show.
Yep.
And week 3, one of the kid that won the contest beat him at Madden.
And that was the last game.
He shut it down. He didn't want to do it anymore.
Yep, I remember.
You remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
He beat him, and I don't think Deshaun was
he didn't like that.
He didn't like that.
No, he didn't like that.
Yeah, so Deshaun it's actually one of his boys from home that was also a really talented football player. And it was his buddy that was always with him.
From Long Beach.
He had this like a big afro. And kind of like a wild Samoans afro.
Yeah.
Not a
I like that.
Yeah, and I remembered him because it was kind of his run, and I liked him because he was cool. When they came back for the retirement tour, he was with Deshaun. He was with him, and I remember you, and he kind of looked at me like, oh crap, what did I do? And then I said, I remember you from the Deshaun Jackson show, and he's like, I remember you too. And then we were talking about those days, but yeah, that
guy was cool.
He was cool.
Yeah.
And I'm super happy for Deshaun. It seems like he's found something that Delaware State's not typically a very good football team, and they're winning this year. There you go. I know Ray had Norfolk State last night.
He did?
Points, but
what was the spread?
I don't know what the spread was. Given the two records, I think if you had the points, you might have been in a good spot because it was a close game.
It was a close
How many
game.
people showed up? Did they have a
I
good
don't
crowd?
know. It was on ESPNU. I didn't know that until this morning. Otherwise,
okay.
I would have tuned in for it. They carried Deshaun off the field. His team carried him off the
They
field.
did?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Mike too. Mike Vick looks like a real football coach.
Mm-hmm.
He does. He plays the part. All right. 610-632-0975. On what is the text line responding to your bit, Ray? That didn't work. Probably.
I'm sure it is. I actually haven't gotten back to the text line.
We'll check the text line coming up next. Also, would the Phillies non-tender Alec Boehm and would Harry do the deal for Kyle Schwarber? 5 for $160. We have that coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
The Fanatics and
We're back, Middays with Marks. Midday Maze. Ray Dunn is, let me see. I'm squinting. Is he here? You said there was a poll?
Yeah, there was a poll put up on the YouTube chat as to who ruined Ray's audio.
And the leaders right now?
The runaway leader is Bill at 72%. But Ray himself, 17%, comes in second. So there's a group out there that thinks you self-sabotaged.
So on purpose, or he didn't even realize he deleted it, or he did something technically?
That's a good question. That's a good question to answer. I don't know the answer.
Ray claims that he listened to it and it was there.
Right.
But in listening to it, did you delete it without realizing you were doing that? Because I mean, like Ray, you listening to it however long ago and it just disappearing seems pretty far-fetched.
With all due respect to those that work here, the system in which we have is not exactly complex. I clicked preview on a drop that was on my board. The audio played. And then when I went to fire it a half hour later, it did not play. Saying date violation. And all of a sudden, this audio had an end date of about a week ago.
All right, well, then who would you say sabotaged it?
I'm sure Bill made a call. I mean, he's
so
television star.
Bill made the call.
I had to guess.
And he kind of gave a wink and a nod over the phone. Take care of it.
There's actually 4% of the people think I did it. I would have no idea how to do it.
Yeah, Harry doesn't know how to use wide orbit.
No.
Which is the system. I do. So, I mean...
You got 7%.
You did actually get accused on the text line of an inside job.
Well, Ray, considering I know how to use the technology, I mean...
That's a possibility.
If you think about it, it was a better segment with it not working than if it worked. If I was that smart, maybe I would have done it, but I'm not, unfortunately.
Texter said inside job by Marks. You could tell Ray wanted to play at the opening of the show, but Marks pushed him to tease it and wait, giving someone behind the scenes enough time to sabotage the whole thing.
Put my hotkey up. Or is that not working now?
How about that?
So that's why I put it down.
That's not why I put it down, but I'm going to turn off that hotkey board at some point.
Coming up later in the show, the best of Ray from yesterday, play-by-play. Who won the game, by the way?
UTSA.
Yeah, 3-1. 3-1.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
No wonder he was so down when he came in here today. All right, so first of all, let's do this. Kyle Schwarber, Jim Bowden put this out, and he normally is pretty on, former NFL, former GM, MLB GM.
Yeah.
And he's been working in the media for a number of years now. So when he puts out his expectations of free agent contracts, Kyle Schwarber 5 for 160.
That's what I saw. Yeah.
$32 million a year.
Yeah.
You doing the deal?
I'm already on record saying I wouldn't go 5 years, so I got to say no.
So you're really walking away?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, you better bring somebody else in.
Well, yeah, of course.
All right. Who?
I don't know.
But if you're going to say you're not,
I'm not signing an old guy to a 5-year contract.
Yeah, but Harry,
he's never going to approach those numbers again.
Agreed. So what does year 3 look like? Like 40 home runs? I don't think
year 3.
I don't think he's washed. He's not Harry's not 35. He's 32.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So I will say year 3, if he's around 40 home runs, which
I would sign
think
him to a 3-year deal.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go 3.
Yeah, but not it's not about the 5. It's about what you expect year 3.
Yeah.
Because years 4 and 5, if the team sucks, who cares? Because the likelihood is by year 4 and year 5, things could go extremely poorly. And then you're trying to get out from all these contracts. Or you're just trading guys away.
I just know what happened to this team back in, 2010, 2011, when they kept all those guys from the World Series year, and it didn't turn out well.
And the difference was they won a World Series, so you can at least say, well, they won a World Series.
Yeah.
We didn't realize at the time. Everybody thought Ryan was going to be good forever and Jimmy was going to be good forever. As it turned out, to your point, they weren't.
They weren't. Yeah.
So if Kyle Schwarber in year 4 is 27 home runs, batting .210, and 70 RBIs, that's not going to work out well. The likelihood is the team around them won't be good either.
Probably not.
I think Kyle Schwarber is going to be fine into his mid to late 30s. He plays DH. You don't have to worry about him necessarily getting banged up. I still think the power stays there. He's not going to be the same player. So I don't care about year 4.
You don't?
Year 5.
So you're doing it?
Well, yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Phillies are going to do it too.
Yeah, they're probably going to do it.
which doesn't mean make it the right move.
Right.
But yeah, doing 5.
What's the deal with the third baseman?
So, and let me pull out my my memo I made on my phone here. The Matt Gelb wrote this. He said the equation has changed because Bohm has 1 year of club control remaining. That makes it a little easier to have a proper valuation of him. It would be surprising if the Phillies non-tendered Bohm, but if they are intent on moving him and think the $10 million would be better spent elsewhere, they could push for a trade before that tender deadline. So November 21st, the Phillies have to offer him a contract, to tender him a contract for 2026.
Right, a 1 year deal.
Which Bohm can say, I'll take, or he can reject. And then they would go to arbitration, or they would go to an arbiter. So at that point, Bohm can say, okay, I will accept the contract, or he can say, no, I'll go for arbitration.
And let's say it's like $10 million.
Or the Phillies can say, we're not going to tender you a contract and essentially walk away.
Right. Because he's like a free agent.
Yeah, $10.2 million is what he would get if they tendered him a contract. $10.2 million.
Yeah,
so you would
I
have to pay him $10.2 million. And what Gelb is saying is, well, if they can't trade him, would they say, we'd rather use the $10 million on an outfielder or another player?
Well, who's going to play third base? Is that going to be another platoon?
Well, I mean get in the zone, auto zone.
Jesus.
Is what I'm pushing.
We're platooning 2 corner outfielders and a third baseman.
What could possibly go wrong?
Wow.
Free agent third baseman, there's names out there.
Bregman's out there.
But if you're bringing Schwarber back and you're going to have to re-sign JT, then what do you do? Because here's the other thing. Now what you're reading, and some of this may just be the pot's getting stirred by JT's agent.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's ridiculous to think that JT could get a 3-year contract. So we were talking 2 with a 3rd-year option. If there's teams out there, because
Raul Muto,
the need for a catcher with JT is much more than a DH with Kyle Schwarber.
Yes,
Kyle Schwarber is going to make more money and he's going to get more years, but there's going to be more teams in on JT, which means you're going to maybe get pushed to a 3rd. God, I can't imagine him getting a 4th year.
Oh,
but a 3rd.
Yeah, because
he's older than
there's only so many teams that could afford Schwarber.
He's gonna have a limited market.
Yeah.
At that number and at the years that it's going to go, you're going to have more teams interested in JT on a 3-year contract.
Mm-hmm.
Would you go 3 years on JT?
Oh.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this is going to end poorly.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's going to be the Wheeze kids before too long.
Ray, you've painted yourself in this corner. You have.
Yeah, no, if you don't do it, it's a lot of who's going to play this position. Who are you going to find better than this?
See, I also say this with Alec Bohm. You may not have your starting third baseman until after the trade deadline. You may have to wait. You're going to have to try to piecemeal it with Otto, Kemp, and Omundo, and maybe you sign a veteran guy out there.
Yeah, because Aiden Miller is not the answer at third base.
Not next year.
Not next year.
No.
Nope.
All right. We're coming back with the old guys, the Wheeze kids.
So they got 3 weeks to tender this contract.
Correct.
All right.
And I think I'm with you. I think they sniff around about trading them, and then they tender them.
Yeah.
Because. All right. Coming up, news at noon. Will Ray Dunn have recovered enough to do the news at noon? Ray, you okay in there?
I'm good.
All right. News at noon, a brewing NBA beef, Paul Pierce and Mad Dog Russo.
Oh, really?
Can never go wrong with Mad Dog Russo. That's coming up next. News at noon on Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Flyers win again. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. Flyers won 4-1 last night over the Predators, their 3rd consecutive win on the homestand. Trevor Zegras scored 2 goals as the Flyers improved to 6-3-1 to open the season. They're back in action tomorrow night against Maple Leafs at 7 here on the Fanatic. 76ers host the Celtics tonight at 7 o'clock in the first game of their NBA Cup schedule. You can hear the game live right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. And tomorrow night on the Fanatic, Union play the Chicago Fire in the second game of the best of 3 playoff series. Chance to advance after winning game 1 last weekend. That game at 5:30. Eagles on the bye. NFL trade deadline is on Tuesday. Birds already made a move, acquiring slot corner Michael Carter from the Jets. James Palmer joined us yesterday to break down how they view that acquisition.
Yeah, he does play in the slot. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he's done for his career. And so I see this move, from my understanding, being they wanted more depth in their secondary.
We'll see how they end up using him when the Eagles come back from the bye next Monday night against the Packers. This update is brought to you by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the looks all for under $30 with new arrivals every day. You never know what you'll find. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5.
Harry Mays.
We got the locks later today, right?
Locks later. I've been on fire. Had the winner last night. Had the Ravens easy cover, 7.5 road point favorites.
They're going to go on a run now.
Yeah, they're the favorite to win the division. They were 2-5 entering last night, I think.
And Pittsburgh has the Colts this weekend.
Yeah, you know what? It's not a lock, but it feels like one of these games that, you know, when everybody writes off Tomlin and the Steelers, and it's like, this is the year, this is the game, they're done, they're not being fired, and then they win.
Right. That'll be this week.
It'll be this week against the Colts because the Colts are riding so high. Everybody is, the Colts are so good. Oh, they're going to win it. And then who's waiting for them? And is that a home game?
It's in Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh, and they're road dogs again. They were road dogs last week against the Packers. Road dogs again against Indy. It's not one of my locks, but I looked at it for sure.
But you look at that division, look at who the Ravens got coming up versus who the Steelers got coming up. If you were someone that invested when they were 1-5 and them to win that division, you should feel pretty good right
That's
now.
when you wanted to buy it.
Yeah.
Was that Lamar looked good last night, and the Steelers. I was looking at the Ravens' schedule. The Burrow may be back by the time they play the Bengals. I think. I don't know.
Maybe. He might be. But for the Steelers, what's coming up? Colts, Chargers. You got a little preview there with the Bengals and Bears.
It also
Bills.
depends on what the Bengals are at that point. Do you bring him back if they're like way out of it?
No.
You know, I wouldn't risk bringing him back.
I guess because that division's up for grabs. But now Flacco's hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't think he plays on Sunday.
No.
So, and that's it. They have the Bears.
Browning is there. He's terrible.
He's
The
terrible.
Steelers are a 3-point underdog at home. To the Colts.
Yeah, this is the week. If I was placing a bet, I would say this is because everybody, even like my Steeler friend or friends are like, oh yeah, like they're gonna get crushed this week. Like every time we say that, when we pronounce the Steelers dead, they always.
Well, the Steelers fans always poor mouth their team.
Well, they hate Tomlin.
You ever notice that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
know a lot of them.
They have Tomlin fatigue, which I would as well.
I would
if
too.
I was a Steelers
I would too.
But everybody nationally is like, oh, well, how could you not like Mike Tomlin? We lived that with Andy Reid and the Reid fatigue.
Yeah. Mike Tomlin would get another job in 3 seconds.
They'll trade him. I think a team would give up a first-round draft pick.
I think they would, yeah.
If he went to a team like Arizona that's a perennial loser, he could totally change that
Absolutely.
program. I like Mike Tomlin a lot. Being in a place for
he
that
needs a
long,
change.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
He does.
How about Miami?
That's a good spot. Well, but you know what? Their ownership's crap.
Yeah.
Not that Arizona's much better with the Bidwells.
The Bidwells, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like Woody Johnson with the Jets. Like it starts at the top and the slime kind of rolls down.
Yep.
That's Miami as well. All right, time for the news at noon, Ray. Go ahead.
This city needs its news.
Now, it's time for...
I'd like to be remembered as a good newsman.
The News at Noon.
That's the coolest story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane.
With Ray Dunn.
All right, we're starting with 2 NBA stories, one current and one from back in the day. We will start, back in the day is not that far long ago, but we'll get to that in a second. We're going to start with the current beef that's brewing over the offseason. Miles Turner, following the NBA Finals run with the Pacers, made his way to the Milwaukee Bucks. And now him and Tyrese Halliburton have a little bit of a thing going on. So Halliburton, forget who was doing the interview with him. They played a game overrated or underrated. They went through a ton of things, and the big catch at the end was they showed him a picture of Miles Turner in a Bucks uniform. And he just kind of laughed uncomfortably, like, oh, I'm not going to go there, not going to go there. And then Miles Turner got a chance to bounce back at him on a podcast. He had some thoughts on Tyrese Halliburton and his ability to talk smack on people.
I just feel like, one, Tyrese also, he knows he's protected, too. So he can go out there, talk shit, say whatever the hell he wants to do, and then, he knows he has backup at the end of the day. Now, he's not going to be talking the same if you're in the middle of the street or whatever.
No.
Like, that's what guys are doing in this league.
Yeah. That is what I'm trying to...
So I'm glad you explained the backstory because I did not know that he's the one that kind of started it.
Yeah.
Because I heard that. Harry, do you know whose podcast he was on?
No.
It has to be one of the biggest sports podcasts ever. It's Giannis's brother.
Really?
As if Giannis's brother needs a podcast.
Well, he needs to stay busy. He's not playing.
Giannis's brother that played at Dayton? Didn't he play at Dayton?
I know he was on the Bucks roster because of his brother.
Yeah.
I thought he was back on the Bucks roster.
I didn't know. I mean, I don't know.
He is on.
Yeah,
he is on
there.
the Bucks roster, according to this.
Yeah, I mean, he's not. If his last name is, Johnson, I don't think he's on the Bucks roster.
No. Well, that's the funny thing. I don't think it's the one that played at Dayton. I don't think he played.
No? Yeah, see, like when I heard that from Miles Turner, I thought, well, that's out of line. But if Halliburton started it by not answering an overrated, underrated, first of all, who would put him on the spot like that with an overrated, underrated with a former teammate? That ain't cool, unless he wants to do it.
Yeah, I mean, he was smiling. So there was a little bit of like, oh, he's in on this?
Yeah, it would seem that way.
Yeah. But yeah, Thanasis is not the one that ended up. It was Costas. Costas was the one that was the Dayton player.
Man, I got my
Thanasis, but it was Thanasis is the podcast.
Yes.
You're right about that.
I know. I mean, I have a notification set on my phone every week.
Yes, we cried about the whole Bronny thing, and Thanasis has had a roster spot for the last 5 years.
Yeah,
as a second-round pick. But anyway, we'll move on here. Paul Pierce and Danny Green, because you need another podcast in your life. More places where you can listen to Paul Pierce, because I've always been dying to get his analysis on the current NBA.
Ray, I was just actually giving him a 5-star review. Based on his last episode.
I didn't mean to break that up for you. Paul Pierce and Danny Green have a new podcast. And the first episode, good Doc Rivers stories.
Ooh.
Well, it was a good Rondo story that turned into a Doc Rivers story. That's why it finds its way into the news at noon.
My favorite story with Rondo, man, probably when he squared up with Doc.
Bro, they was squaring up over there, though.
Everybody was.
They were squaring up over there, bro.
We had a fiery team. Everybody was squared up, but he squared up with Doc one day.
Did you intervene, or how does that even go?
Man, it was just something Doc got on him. It was, I don't know. I think it was either a game or the playoffs, and they squared up, and we kind of looked like, hold on, is it about the squabbles?
Wow.
Yeah,
Rondo's crazy.
He is, but Doc's ex-players aren't fans, and they're not afraid about saying stuff. Paul George, they all pretty much say the same thing, which is, who, Doc? Yeah, he blames everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's always everybody else's fault. We saw it here.
Yeah, and he's running out of excuses in Milwaukee.
Oh, like that was so predictable what that hire was going to be.
Go ahead.
No, just that he keeps getting jobs, keeps getting paid.
Important follow-up in there. Did you intervene?
Yeah.
Did you notice the entire just dodge of that question when they ask, "Hey, did you interview?" I don't know.
No.
What
Nobody was getting in the way of that.
I don't know if I intervened.
Right. The details stopped with that.
Yeah, and then they move on from it.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. There's a creepy outfit.
Yeah, we have somebody looking in the window with a mask on.
We have a lot of wrestling people around.
Was that a wrestling mask?
Yeah, it might be. Might have been.
A lot of people picking their nose.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, last one for you. Mad Dog Russo.
Yes.
Who has been a long-time News at Noon staple. I think this is the first edition of the News at Noon with you that I've had Mad Dog Russo in. But Halloween, he has takes on it. Here is Mad Dog Russo.
Are you the type of dude that just turns the light on the porch?
Yeah. Halloween to me is a complete waste of time. I can't stand it. I used to make sure I was working on the 31st when my kids were little, and I would say, honey, I got to do something at 6 o'clock. They're all yours. I hate it. I can't stand it. And now, it doesn't mean I'm going to not have a little candy if somebody pops on the door. I'm not going to be that much of an ogre, but going out with people wearing outfits to buy candy to me is a complete waste.
Wow, he couldn't even walk around with his kids when they were little?
No, I mean, that's where I'm
out on Halloween too, but if I had kids, I would have enjoyed it for them.
You know what I'm going to, when the kids are old enough to where they don't want to do it or they don't need me to do it anymore, it will be a happy day. Because I'll have enjoyed them. Yeah, like it's fun. I used to get dressed up with the kids. We would do a family, whatever, but I'm over that, and I'll walk around with them tonight. But I don't particularly like Halloween. I don't need to see the other people, the other kids coming up. No, I'll leave a bucket outside, take the candy, and go away.
Right.
That's me.
Wow. Boy, I thought I was a curmudgeon.
I used to make sure I was working on the 31st. So the kids
kind of not surprising. With
not at all.
With Mad Dog Russo goes with this thing. By the way, this is 97.5 The Fanatic, WPEN, WPEN, AC1, Burlington, Philadelphia, Beasley Media Group station broadcasting live from the Comcast Business Studio, powering possibilities. Well, there you go.
Man.
Yep. I will have. I also purchased 3, but they were $17 bags of candy. And because I remember I did the same thing last year. My wife's like, "Well, you should probably get another bag, hun." I spent $60 on candy for the neighborhood. That's enough.
That's a lot.
Yep.
See, we don't have that many kids. My next door neighbor literally has all the kids in the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, so you buy candy for them.
Yeah, I buy it for them.
Is it weird I'm disappointed that I no longer have a door on the street? Like, and now I'm not. There's no way I'm going to give out candy because I'm in like a building and I'm on the 3rd floor.
You're not going to be home, right?
I'll be home early. Like, I mean, in the city, they tend to walk while it's still pretty light out.
Okay.
Like, we don't usually get the 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
We
it
get
gets
like the 5,
dangerous.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, but you
crowd.
need it to be dark before you really start. It
Not
doesn't
in the city.
Not necessarily.
No?
No, last year I remember most of our trick-or-treaters came around like 5:30, 6
Yeah,
o'clock.
really?
Like
6:30.
sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there, like the twilight time.
Yeah.
And then Saturday night you set the clocks back. Right? Isn't that this
Correct.
weekend?
Oh, is that this weekend?
I think so.
Which is the worst.
It is the worst.
Wait, we get an extra hour, right?
Fall back.
Fall back.
Yeah, see, you look at it like somebody that doesn't have kids or animals, that you get an extra hour. It just means that bedtime and wake up time,
Everything's dark.
well, no, but it's also they're going to be up. They're going to be up at like they're going to be tired when they're going to bed because you're falling back, but they're going to be waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to be 5 o'clock in the morning. Their body's going to feel like it's 6. My kids are up at my daughter this morning was up at 5:30. I'm going to have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and get ready for the show because anytime I wake up, I try to get up before 5. So by 5 o'clock, I have coffee and I'm ready to go.
Right.
And then Bella's upstairs at like 5:15, Daddy. And I'm up there, go back to bed. You're not getting out of bed yet. So then 5:35, I'm finally taking her downstairs because it's like, well, Jesus, like, what are we doing here? So now it's going to be 4 o'clock in the morning when she's waking up.
Well, then I can text you.
You can always text me.
I mean, I'll be coming home. So
Harry goes to bed at 8 o'clock.
Well, I did last night. That's not normal. Usually it's around 9.
I fell asleep during a Thursday night game.
That
I
was
could
a-
not have had less interest.
Yeah.
I was doing so. Really?
But you can text me anytime. I'm up early.
Yeah.
I usually get ripped for texting people at 5 o'clock in the morning.
So Mike Vito, and I guess we should actually promo this. Mike Vito we were texting the other night, like around 11 o'clock, and I'm like, I'll text Mertitas now. I'll text Harry tomorrow morning. He's up early like me.
Right.
So I texted you at 5:50 the other morning asking you about, because we have an All-Star Day that's coming up. We'll talk about that coming up next. 610-632-0975. Ton of interaction on the text line from earlier today. Myles Garrett, do the deal. Would you do it? Calls and texts on this. 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks. And we're back. It is Middays with Marks. 97.5, the Fanatic. Harry Mays. Ray Dunn somewhere. Or is he tapped out?
Did he get fired?
I don't know. He may have.
Because he did the news, and he said, that might be it.
Dylan is running the board right now. He might have had to go to the 5th floor stall, actually.
Oh.
These breaks aren't long enough. I was just running back. For me to be able to go to the bathroom, I need to, when the segment is over, I need to immediately leave.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom and then come back.
Yeah, there should be a bathroom in here.
Well, if you're going to have 4-minute breaks, there should be.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
So to where if you have to go number 2, forget about it. You're going to miss some of the segment. Here he is. He's been a rough day for Ray. He's been looking forward to this for a long time now. There he is. All right. Well, I guess before we get to the Myles Garrett stuff, I just want to mention this. So on Tuesday, we are we're this is something we did when we were here before.
I remember this. Yeah.
Fanatic All-Star Day. We're bringing it back, Harry. It's coming up on Tuesday, November 4th. All of your favorite Fanatic personalities mixed and matched all day long. So you're going to have Andrew Salciunas on Unfiltered with Ricky and Bill, Middays with Marks. You're going to have Kincade and Salciunas. You'll be here that day. Jason Martinez is going to be here that day. We have Flyers and Sixers tickets all day long, special guests and things like that. So
I'll be in early that day.
You're going to be mornings.
Yeah,
and then
8 o'clock.
I think you're going to stay with me for an hour or two.
Yep.
And Jason's going to be in.
Right.
And we're going to have a special guest on Tuesday. We're going to announce a new co-host to the program.
Well, I remember we had multiple athletes and former athletes that came in years ago when we did this. And Lenny Dykstra was one of them.
Glad you
And he wanted to fight me because of a question I asked him.
What did you ask him?
Do you remember this?
No, I have another story with Lenny from that day.
It was uncomfortable.
What did you ask him?
Well, I asked him about, on the road, like the groupies at the hotel, and I just asked him about that, and he flipped out on me.
Really?
Yeah. He did not like it.
So
I figured if anybody's going to answer that, it would be him.
This was Lenny when he was functioning somewhat.
Yeah.
Not the current day Lenny. So Matt Nahagian, our program director, brings him in specifically for this All-Star Day.
Yeah.
It was a great idea.
It was.
We had a lot of fun. Put him up in a hotel, right? And he's telling us in studio that he charged all this stuff to the room. Massages and all this other stuff. And he's like, yeah, and on Nahagian's card.
Right.
Like, he's more or less saying, like, yeah, I ripped him off. Ha, ha, ha. Like, he thought that was going to be fun. That was funny.
Right.
So he gets off the air. I start crushing him on the air when he leaves. I crush him on the air. Calling him a POS. I didn't use those words or whatever. And the agent's calling Nahagian, being like, what is he doing? Because Matt was talking about, like, having almost like a talking baseball with Dutch with Lenny.
Right.
Like, that was also the, like, hey, maybe Lenny can do something and we can recreate the talking baseball with Dutch. The problem is Lenny is a total
he's
crumb
a
bum.
total wild card.
Yeah, he's a loser.
Yeah.
And so I killed him. And then Nahagian came to me and was like, why would you do that? And I'm like, hey, Matt, I go, he was bragging off air that he ripped you off and was he charged all these things in the room and didn't pay. And he's like, did he really say that? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, because he did. So he did. Lenny Dykstra, and Matt had to actually pay out of his own pocket. He wouldn't expense it.
Really?
Yep, wouldn't expense it. Yep. Lenny Dykstra is one of the biggest pieces of crap that I've ever encountered as far as it being a former player. Just an overall bad dude.
Yeah.
His brain is so full of mush because of the drugs that he's done in his life.
It's a shame. Because I loved him as a player.
Oh, I loved him as a player.
Yeah.
Yeah, total ball player. But yeah, so that will not happen on Tuesday.
No.
It won't. But they're fun days. So
but we will have special guests, you're saying, right?
Correct.
Okay.
At least that's what's written down here. I don't know who they are. But yep. Ray, are you going to be Connor's going to be with us on the show as well?
Yeah, I didn't actually look at our schedule. I was just looking where I was going. I'll be with both morning and afternoon.
As you should be.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
You should be here all day. Yep.
That's the plan.
Is Dr. Mike the Switch making it?
No, I think Dr. Mike the Switch retires after today.
He's done?
Do you have the bump in there? The bump.
The Price is Right horn is probably what it's.
The Price is Right sounder when you lose, because that's what you get for today. And it was so much better that it happened like that than it did. All right. So, Harry, yesterday, Charles Robinson, longtime NFL insider for Yahoo, went on a radio station in Nashville and more or less said that Howie's been, I haven't heard this from the Eagles, but top executives around the league are saying that Howie's calling around and he's investigating Myles Garrett. And he threw out the number of 3 first-round draft picks, which to me seemed like that was what he was thinking it would cost, not necessarily that Howie had offered 3 first-round draft picks.
Right.
But if you're going to get Myles Garrett,
it's at least 2 plus something else.
It's at least 2. It's probably 3. Yep. So I'm all in. I want to hashtag do the deal. And I'm also going to trade A.J. Brown to help facilitate the trade, which means I'm going to need more than 3 first-round. I'm going to need 3 first-round draft picks, probably a second to get Myles Garrett. So you trade A.J. Brown now. You get a first and a second.
Which you don't want to do, ideally.
Ideally, I love A.J. Brown.
You love him.
Yeah.
Just to make that clear.
Yeah,
You're not trying to get rid of him.
I'm trying to get Myles Garrett.
Right.
And if I can get Myles Garrett by trading A.J. Brown, then that's what I'm going to do. Trade A.J. for a first and a second. Use those draft picks in a Myles Garrett trade. And then, because you're thin at receiver, you trade a mid-round pick for Jacoby Myers or Calvin Ridley or a veteran wide receiver that's still a good player. And boom, you go for it like that. Now, Ray, we haven't had many people agreeing with that. A few. Harry, are you doing the deal?
Yeah, begrudgingly, I'm doing the deal.
Ray, 3 firsts and a second for Myles Garrett.
And I'm not giving up A.J. Brown.
You're trading A.J. Brown, yes,
Okay, no.
the entire thing.
No.
But now, when you say a mid-round pick, does that mean then in next year's draft you don't have a draft pick till the 4th round?
No, because if you're trading a first and a second, that could be New England's first and a second.
Okay.
So you would have your second. And, who knows? Maybe the 3 first-round draft picks, you're not trading next year's first-round draft pick. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you trade them 2 first-round draft picks for next year, 1 Patriot, one yourself. Maybe the third that you're trading is in 2027.
Okay.
And not 2026.
Okay.
Yeah, future.
All right.
So you're not doing it because you don't want to trade A.J. Brown.
Correct.
Even though you might lose him in the offseason.
Well, if I could trade for Myles Garrett right now, 3 first-round picks, and I can have both Myles Garrett and A.J. Brown on the same roster, and then this offseason I could trade A.J. Brown and recoup some of that draft capital because he doesn't want to be here beyond this year, that's the route I would take.
Okay. All right. That makes a little bit of sense. Yeah. Except you get more for trading him now, most likely. Unless there's only one team available, and I trust Howie to be able to work those things. But if you trade for A.J. Brown now, you're getting him for half of a season during a playoff push. So you may be able to extract more value out of a trade now. But I don't want to lose A.J. Brown, but I think you're a better team with Myles Garrett and a veteran wide receiver than with just A.J. Brown. They have a needed defensive end. What does the text line say about all this, Ray? I know that they were
there's a texter
blowing up.
Trade A.J. and 3 firsts for Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward.
Yeah, you're not going to trade A.J. Brown to the Browns. He doesn't want to go there.
No.
You can't have him unhappy there. They're not going to. If I was the Browns, I wouldn't trade for him. No way.
We got Matt Mullica Hill chiming in that he would trade 2 first-round picks, but no more, and he's all fine with trading A.J. Brown.
Okay. All right. By the way,
Kevin from Daytona Beach, I'd love to see A.J. Brown's tweets if he ends up going to the Browns. Go Birds.
Let's go to Glenn in Wallingford. Glenn, go ahead, man. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? You guys are talking about, the 3 first-round draft picks. And I was just thinking, who else has that type of draft capital in next year's draft, right? So you may not have to do all 3 in 1 year. You could maybe do 2 and maybe like another one in 2027 or something like that.
The Browns wouldn't want 3 in the same draft anyway because that means they're giving out 3 1-year contracts. Yeah, so you're probably spacing it out. Maybe you do 2 1 year and then 1 the next, or you could. But yeah, it's not going to be 1 year. You're going to space these out.
Right. So I really don't want to get rid of A.J. Brown, right? But listen, I don't know. It's only the sample size is 1 game from last week, and I guess you played without him here or there, but not as successful as you were last week. So
right.
I really wouldn't want to do that. And real quick, since we got Harry on, hey Harry, big game tomorrow. ECU, right? So Al's. And by the way, there's not a game on their schedule that they can't win rest of the way out. They could be playing in the conference championship game this week, or this year, I should say.
Yeah, they could.
If they would have beat Navy, you could have said that.
Yeah, exactly. And they should have beaten Navy.
They went out. They're playing in the conference championship.
Yeah.
So.
The line moved the other way to ECU a little bit.
Well,
went to 5.5.
Is that going to be a part of your locks later on?
No.
East Carolina?
No.
4.5, depending on where you're looking at it. 5.5, maybe. Temple?
5.5 now.
Ooh, that's lack of confidence in the game, Ray Dunn.
I know.
What was the line on the Temple women's game, soccer game yesterday? They lost by 2.
I don't know.
Coming up.
Do we have that audio?
We have the audio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when are we going to? We have the audio coming up. I'm sure Ray's waited with bating breath. No, your calls are good. I listened to it.
Thank you.
They're good. You had a good goal call.
We had someone texted in that watched. I don't know if it's someone that's actually serious about watching or.
Well, they may have watched after the fact because they knew it was you.
But they watched. No, they're saying it in live.
Live.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, so that was on text line.
It might be a big Ray fan.
Or just a big fan of collegiate sports.
No, I mean,
Paul in Tulsa.
Maybe. Paul in Tulsa, is that who it was?
Yeah. Could have been. I mean, there was seating implications yesterday for UTSA.
Oh, boy.
So it could have been a Tulsa women's soccer fan checking in.
Did not know that. All right, coming up. Man, we get a big 76ers game down at the Wells Fargo Center tonight.
That's
How
a
about
tight
that?
line.
Or the Xfinity Mobile Center tonight. That is the tight line. We'll talk about it. It's also, Harry, I know that you're the NBA Cup. This is an NBA Cup game.
Oh, it is? There's an NBA Cup a week into the season?
5 games into the season.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's a farce. It really is.
So stupid.
Some stupid team's going to win a meaningless cup.
Don't break it down yet. That's good. Because I'm actually excited for the game. And then when you put the dumb cup in there, I'm like, then I don't even want to be involved in it. So stupid. That's coming up next. It's Middays of Barks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Flyers win again. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Flyers won 4-1 last night over the Predators. Their third consecutive win on the homestand. Trevor Zegras scored 2 goals as the Flyers improved to 6-3-1 to open the season. They're back in action tomorrow night against the Maple Leafs at 7 o'clock here on 97.5 The Fanatic. 76ers host the Celtics tonight at 7 in the first game of their NBA Cup schedule. You can hear the game live right here on The Fanatic. And tomorrow night on The Fanatic, the Union plays Chicago tomorrow night on WDB. You're going to get the Union and Chicago Fire in the second game of best-of-3 playoff series. You can tune in to see if the Union advance and sweep the Fire to move on in the postseason. Eagles are at the bye. NFL trade deadline is Tuesday. That, of course, comes after the Eagles made the deal for Michael Carter from the Jets earlier this week. Carter joins a secondary that already has a slot corner where he's played most of his career. James Palmer joined us yesterday to break it down.
Yeah, he does play in the slot. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he's done for his career. And so I see this move, from my understanding, being they wanted more depth in their secondary.
We'll see how they end up using him when they return from bye against the Packers next Monday. This update is brought to you by Fox One. Fox One's your home to stream live sports from NFL on Fox to Big Noon Saturdays, NASCAR, more. This week, don't miss the Nittany Lions to take on Ohio State. Download the Fox One app to stream. Fox One live sports streaming now. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the 76ers, the Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's called Feedback. It's where you give feedback on what you've heard on the show, both sports related and whatever else we're talking about.
I bet it'll be all about Ray.
I hope so.
And the bit.
975 feedback at 975thefanatic.com, or you can text the text line at 610-632-0975. And if you want to be, and you can use the text line there all the time, but if you want to be involved in feedback, you want to be featured, just put feedback in the text and put your name and location, and we'll play the ones. Yes, Ray, we had a bit, we promoted it, we teased it, it was set, ready to go, and then he didn't have the audio.
I mean, Ray dressed for it.
He dressed for it.
Right.
No, it's an all-time loss. It's an all-time L.
Yep, it is.
And he knows it.
He knows it.
I kind of feel bad for you, but it was so funny.
It was.
Harry made it funny. You had a great one-liner. Look at poor Ray. Look at him.
I know.
If you're watching
He's
on
devastated.
If you're watching on YouTube, he's trying to smile through it.
I'm really not. No, I've given up on today. Tomorrow will be a better day.
Oh, well, if it'll make you feel better, we have your soccer highlights.
I know. It's going to make me, it's a lot of comfort.
No, but I listened to them.
I heard it's good.
I'm very glad they're good. Whether they're good, they're bad, or anything indifferent, I don't like listening to myself.
You
No?
You sound like a pro.
I appreciate that.
I never listen back to any shows or anything that I've ever done either.
I've been watching the YouTube.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I had complaints because we had Nick McElwain in studio talking about Pierre passing away. And the next segment, so I still had it on YouTube. And I forget what Ray and I were talking about. But like Haley today is producing the YouTube.
Okay.
And so they switch back and forth. So when Ray talks, we needed to change the camera angle that Ray's in there. Or it's me and you. And yesterday was just me. So Ray's talking for like a minute, and the camera's on me without Ray. And it's like, all right, switch the camera. Like, put Ray on. But, like, put it on. It's so uncomfortable just watching me.
Yeah.
I'm almost like, not that I'm squirming because I don't know the camera's only on me. But watching it, I'm like, oh, my God, just get it off of me. I look so stupid. What am I doing?
Because you're not saying anything.
I'm not saying anything.
Right.
I'm, like, kind of shaking my head and whatever.
Yeah, Wednesday was an awful day, man. I'll tell you.
It was.
I was on the phone with Jason after he did the show with you, and he called me to tell me about what went down here at the radio station with regard to Pierre. I
and then you texted me like,
a couple
minutes
I'm
later.
on the phone with Jason talking about the Pierre's untimely death, and I get a call from a good buddy of mine who were mutual friends with Harry Donahue, and I'm like, oh boy. So I listened to the voicemail after I got off the phone with Jason, and he told me that Harry passed. I was devastated. From
You and Harry were
blow.
close.
Yeah, I was very close with Harry.
You did Temple football with him when you were doing that.
He was
on
a
the Fanatic.
colleague, but he was a friend too.
You guys both shared the love of golf,
Yeah.
and you did his TV show all the time. He would come on your podcast,
and we texted all the time.
Yeah.
I had sent him a text a couple of days ago, and he didn't respond, and I thought that was a little strange because I knew what he was battling, and it had come back, and it may get into the spine, and once that happens, it's
a matter
all
of
bad.
time.
It's all bad news. So I got that double whammy, yesterday afternoon. It was, it's a tough day.
Yeah. And people still feeling it here.
Yeah.
With Pierre and Harry Donahue was a giant in this town. That voice.
Yeah. Signature voice.
Oh man,
I've got a voicemail from him on my phone. I'm not getting rid of because I just want to hear the voice. every now and then. Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah. So, but since 1979, he was on KYW starting in '79, and then he did the Philadelphia Stars.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
But I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people don't really he had a hell of a career.
And then Temple football, then eventually Temple basketball through all those great Cheney years.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Inside Golf, that's basically his show.
Yep.
Yep.
And Ray now being a voice at Temple.
Yeah.
I can tell you that there's already plans for the men's basketball broadcast on Wednesday. That
against Delaware State.
Yeah, the first game of the season. Yeah, there'll be some of the audio from him and a tribute to him during the broadcast Wednesday night. So.
And he's already up in the Wall of Fame.
Yes.
They did that back in 2020, I believe.
When he retired from doing, was that long ago? When did he stop doing the football games?
It was about
maybe around
2019.
Yeah,
I would think it was around there.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Well, Harry, it was a man, because you texted me that Harry died pretty much. I think I was still driving home from being here where we told that Pierre passed away.
Yeah.
So it all happened within a couple minutes there. Yeah, it was tough. All right, so listen, coming up, we have the 76ers. We also got people that want to talk about A.J. Brown. Would you trade A.J. Brown? Because Kyle in Willow Grove says no. And is that Vermont? VT
no,
Ron?
VT, Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech Ron.
VT Ron, yeah.
We'll just call him James Franklin.
Yeah, how about that?
Coming up. And I know Harry's ready to break down the 76ers Celtics NBA Cup game. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks.
Start your
Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram driving to great deals at the fall sales event. Norristown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get wicked good deals all month long on a Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram. Visit NorristownChryslerDodge.com. All right, Kyle in Willow Grove wants to talk about A.J. Brown and what we were talking about. Kyle, go ahead. How are you?
What's going on, fellas?
What up, Kyle?
What's up, Kyle?
Hey, I just want to say real quick, Ray, I love the sound bite. I'm a commentator, too, so my friends do it to me all the time. They say all my catch lines, and they make fun of me, too, so I'm definitely getting a kick out of that. Ray, I also thought I heard yesterday you said you played O-line at Upper Moreland?
No, I did not play O-line at Upper Moreland.
I went to Upper Moreland, Kyle.
Okay, all right. I thought I heard somebody say they played football for the Golden Bears.
That was me being tongue-in-cheek. I definitely didn't play the offensive line. You know what? In eighth grade, though, I played offensive guard or defensive guard. Believe it or not, if that's even a position.
My little brother was named Tyreek. He played O-line too for Upper Moreland. So that's what stood out to me. But real quick, no, I'm not against trading A.J. Brown. Listen, you got to understand something. One of you guys set a scenario where the Eagles will potentially get a first and second round pick, use those picks for the Myles Garrett trade, and pick up Jacoby Myers or Calvin Ridley. I'm all in on that. And one thing that stands out to me that makes me a little bit comfortable with the thought of trading A.J. Brown is Tyreek Hill went to 2 Super Bowls with Patty Mahomes, and he won one, and they traded him. How did that work out for Patty? So if you could get Jacoby Myers, Calvin Ridley, and then Myles Garrett, I mean, I don't know, fellas. Which Ray's line? How about that?
Well, I mean, listen, I appreciate it because that was me playing Howie Roseman today on Halloween.
I wanted to get Kyle's go-to catchphrase.
Yeah, he said he's a commentator.
Yeah, he's a commentator too.
Yeah. We'll find out
next time we have him on. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We'll find out if Ray has any more catchphrases. But there was only one goal. So I don't know if there's not as much.
Well, there was one Temple goal.
We had one Temple goal.
Yeah, but it was a PK, so you're not exactly.
Typically, for the other team, you're not celebrating.
Right.
Well, it's a neutral. It's ESPN Plus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We're not supposed to be.
So he doesn't have the cherry and white on.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's going to be other good goals. Oh, all right.
Well, I mean, you just have to pay off the moment. That's what.
Okay.
I mean, you have to try to pay off.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know, when you're doing the women's college basketball, because you're the voice of the Lady Owls, then you should be
Temple centric.
Exactly
right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'll be like Merle with the refs.
Right.
I mean, when are you getting the men's gig?
I mean, Kevin does a great job, so probably not for a while. Kevin's my agent, man. What are you trying to do? Cause problems between Kevin Kopp and I? Yeah, Kevin's the reason I could pay rent coming out of college.
Harry's already trying to draw a wedge between
I know, seriously. Not for a long time, I hope.
Oh, okay.
So who's the voice of Temple men's basketball?
Kevin Kopp on radio.
Yeah.
On radio.
Yeah.
And how old is Kevin?
It is
He's
late
probably
30s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Late
40s.
30s.
All right.
Early 40s. Yeah.
Now,
Probably late 30s.
Now, do you
honestly mid 30s? I'm trying to think about it. Yeah, probably mid to late 30s.
Do you believe? Not saying Temple's not a good job, but a lot of times you're looking for that next opportunity,
the stepping stone.
Unless you're saying no, like Temple's my job, that's what I want to do, and then you're doing other stuff as well. Do you think you think you could possibly be in line if he gets promoted to do something else, Ray?
I mean, I could, but Kevin does a million things for the university. He's a full-time employee of the
He was
university.
a full-time employee before he took the.
Yeah.
All right.
He does a lot of things, including make sure I can cover my expenses.
He's an advocate for you.
And speaking of broadcast teams, I noticed the Sixers game is on Amazon tonight.
Yeah, so who has it?
So does that mean there's no Kate and Allah?
Yeah.
I believe it's national only. I don't think there's a side-by. Well, some of them are side-by-sides. Like, I think TNT
who does the Amazon? Who works for Amazon?
I don't know. Ray was talking about the music, that people like the music. I don't know what it is.
Oh.
But, yeah, I don't know who would be on the call. A lot of times they're just recycling old guys or they're Amazon basketball play-by-play. I don't think Mike Fratello is going to be. I mean, who knows?
The Czar?
Who knows the Czar?
I had a drink with the Czar once.
With Mike Fratello?
Yeah. And Marv Albert.
Where? Kevin Harlan, Iron Eagle.
Oh, terrific.
I don't know who it's going to be tonight. Stan Van Gundy, Brent Barry, Del Curry.
I'm in on anything Kevin Harlan does.
Kevin Harlan's my favorite
Yes.
of anybody.
Yeah. I would listen to him doing women's soccer.
We Would you listen to Ray doing women's soccer?
I don't know.
How about that?
Kevin Hart, we talked about him yesterday. Kevin Harlan's a true radio
He's great.
play-by-play guy who also does TV, and he's excellent.
Yeah, he's great.
But the description, and we actually were talking about Tom McGinnis. Tom McGinnis is on the, I would say he's on the Kevin Harlan level of being able to see things and spit it out.
Yeah.
With in a descriptive nature to where there's only
I
not
couldn't
a lot of
do
people.
it. There's no way I could do it.
I could no, it's unbelievable what they do. Let's go to Virginia Tech. Ron checking in. Virginia Tech. Ron, home of the James Franklins. What's up, VT?
Hey boys, what's going on?
What's
I'm
happening?
on the road again. I'm running to Blacksburg.
There he is. Is James Franklin your next coach?
You know what? If you want to talk about that real quick, I think there's more smoke than there is fire on this. I think the agents are playing. Franklin's agent is playing team against team. There were rumors yesterday that he was going to be signed yesterday, and now all of a sudden it's going dead quiet. So I don't know if he's coming to Blacksburg or not. It just doesn't sound that way.
I think that he is going to go, but it went silent because they're probably trying to get more money or better terms because they realized that Virginia Tech wants him. I just don't know where else he goes unless he's going to sit out, which he could do, but he doesn't.
A lot of jobs are going to be open.
Yeah, but like where's James Franklin going? Florida? He's not going to Florida.
No, I don't see him there.
No, he's not going to go to Florida. He won't end up. If Ole Miss opens up, it sounds like Kiffin may make a move. But he can recruit the hell out of Virginia.
Yeah, he
Maryland,
already did.
North Carolina,
Yeah.
and he would be in that situation. He would be a perfect fit for Tech. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. But listen, I would definitely do the deal. I would trade the 3 first rounds on a condition that I get one of the first rounds back, and one of that first round needs to be, that number 1 pick needs to be from one of the top 10 teams that are picking in the draft. Other than that, I need to recoup something strong, and I also need to move a couple seconds because we'll probably, our picks will probably be down pretty low, somewhere between 30 and 36. So I'm all in on making the deal on those conditions.
There you go. Do the deal. Thank you, Ron.
All right, Ronnie. Enjoy your weekend.
Do the deal.
I'm looking here on SI.com. They say Franklin is given a 73% chance to be named the next coach at Virginia Tech.
I'd be very surprised. It's a good spot for him because he can go 8-4, 7-5, 9-3. They'll be happy because they've been so pathetic since Beamer left. And there may be a year where he's in the playoff hunt. Right? The ACC's not. He's not an SEC coach. It's not his recruiting base. He's a Northeast / Virginia, and he also recruited as the Penn State coach. So
he recruited Virginia heavily.
Got
some of his better players out of there.
He sure did. So it'd be a slam dunk hire for Virginia Tech if you're just looking to be relevant again. He's
and they haven't been relevant in a while.
Well, since Beamer left, that's a long time ago, and that is a great. It's a hotbed for college football. They just haven't had anything to cheer about.
Right.
So I think Franklin there makes a lot of sense. He going to Ole Miss or Florida. I actually hope Lane Kiffin stays at Ole Miss.
He probably won't though. He likes to hop around.
Florida makes sense. LSU does not make sense.
He would bring Florida back.
Yeah. Florida makes sense. LSU doesn't.
No.
LSU fired Brian Kelly, the athletic director, as well for hiring Brian Kelly. And the governor, pretty much the governor of Louisiana, is the one that set all this in motion. Not Brian Kelly, but the governor came out and said that the AD, Scott Woodward, is not going to be hiring the next coach. That he'll enlist Trump to do it.
Well, there's an interim AD there,
right?
I think, right?
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's like a board of something that's going to do help with the coach.
I heard Orgeron wants back in. Did you see that?
As like an assistant coach. I would love that. I love Eddie O.
Oh, it's terrific.
He's awesome.
Great for college football.
All right, coming up, NBA Cup talk. Harry, since he found out this was NBA Cup, he's barely able to make it out of the show. He's so excited.
But now that I know it's on Amazon, I'm more excited.
I can't find out who the commentators are as well.
Iron Eagle, Stan Van Gundy, and Cassidy Hubbard.
That's who's tonight?
That's the crew.
All right.
That's a good.
That's good.
That's a good booth.
I love the Birdman.
Yeah,
he's good.
I like Harlan better, but Iron Eagle's very good.
Yep.
Also, Dodgers could lose the World Series tonight.
God.
And it annoys me even more after Dave Dombrowski talking about how great the Dodgers are.
We have a good club.
blah, 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 blah.
Well, then we won't have a
Fine.
parade.
We're not going to be able to have Ray and his Avalon driving around Bala. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt worse than the Phillies actually losing. That's coming up. It is Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Flyers win again. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. Flyers won 4-1 last night over the Predators. Their third consecutive win on the homestand. Trevor Zegras scored 2 goals as the Flyers improved to 6-3-1 to open the season. They're back in action tomorrow night against the Maple Leafs at 7 o'clock here on the Fanatic. 76ers host the Celtics tonight at 7 in the first game of their NBA Cup schedule. You can hear that game live here on the Fanatic. Tomorrow night, the Union in Chicago to play the Fire in the second game of their best-of-3 playoff series. With a win, the Union move on in the MLS Cup playoffs. And the Eagles are on the bye this weekend. NFL trade deadline coming up on Tuesday. The Birds already made a deal this week acquiring cornerback Michael Carter from the Jets. We had James Palmer on yesterday. He talked about the fit that Carter might have in that secondary.
Yeah, he does play in the slot. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he's done for his career. And so I see this move, from my understanding, being they wanted more depth in their secondary.
We'll see how they end up using him when they come out of the bye against the Packers next week. This update's brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
The Halloween theme?
That it is.
I guess it would have to be. We're back. It is. Middays with Marks. On 97.5 The Fanatic. Harry Mays, Ray Dunn, and you. It is Halloween. And it's also 76ers and Celtics tonight down at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Did I get it right? Doesn't roll off my tongue. There you go. I got it. 76ers are, I didn't check it since this morning. They're 2-point favorites. I got to check the bet part.
It might be down to 1.5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Celtics tonight.
It's revenge already within the first week and a half of the season.
Yeah,
right?
the Celtics, and this is really less about the 76ers, but they were able to find a way to win to beat the Wizards, an impressive comeback.
Yeah.
But to me, they're 4-0. It's a nationally televised game, and even without Jason Tatum, I'm curious to see how they respond. What the game's like tonight. I think it's a close one, but just reading the line, I would take the Celtics plus 1.5.
Yeah, I'm afraid they lose their first game tonight.
So you think the same thing?
Yeah, I do. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to watch it.
It's actually down to 1.
Oh, it's 1?
Well, no, the Celtics are 1-point favorites.
Oh.
So.
Well, on the road.
On the road.
Yeah.
Sixers were, but the Sixers were 2-point favorites, and now it's down. Now the Celtics are 1-point favorites.
That line moved 3 points.
Wow. Was Terry Rozier playing for the Sixers tonight? What's going on? I don't know. Yeah, the Celtics being 1-point road favorites tonight is screaming to take the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it's an NBA Cup game, Harris, so I know you're going to go home and take a nap so you can get ready for
What
it.
exactly is the NBA Cup? A meaningless little in-season tournament?
Correct.
And then so, some fraudulent franchise can put a banner up. Hey, we won the NBA Cup.
Well, didn't LeBron
2025? Didn't they do that?
LeBron was celebrating winning the NBA Cup.
Yeah.
And I think he even talked about it after the season.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so the NBA Cup, I honestly, because I just pay such little attention to it, the NBA Cup is really, you know what it is? Because we were talking about this morning before you came in. It's a way for the NBA to have another revenue stream because they can try to build this into something.
For their TV partners.
Well, for their TV partners, 1. 2, now they can say, okay, Las Vegas, you're going to host the NBA Cup, which is this weekend in whenever they do it.
Yeah.
And then that becomes the site of the NBA Cup. And even though nobody cares,
right,
they can still they can pretend that people are going to care and then people are going to buy it.
Maybe all the basketball fans in China will care about it.
Yeah, I don't even think that they'll care about it. I don't think honestly, I don't think anybody cares about it. It's the 5th game of the season.
LeBron did.
LeBron's the only one after the fact when he knew he wasn't going to win a real title. I don't. Why would you care?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's the 5th game of the season. I care that the Sixers are playing the Celtics tonight. This is a big game.
Yeah, the fact that this is a cup game means nothing.
Means absolutely nothing to anybody at all.
I bet most of the people that go to the game tonight don't even know that.
I didn't know about it until maybe yesterday or last night.
Ray told me this morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, NBA Cup game. I mean, seriously, this may turn more people off than it turns on. Because we all had the same reaction, which is, old man, get off my lawn.
Right.
Out of principle, I don't draft NBA Cup games in our season ticket draft.
Really?
Yes. I'm anti.
So that's why you didn't have the ticket for tonight. Plus, it was Halloween.
Obviously.
Wait, you have a season ticket pool, like you and a bunch of guys?
Yeah, it's 8 of us in on 2 tickets for the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we just draft up the games you want. You get like 8 games, cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine where I'm sitting. I'm basically sitting in North Philadelphia.
I used to have good seats.
You did, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's when you have it with a bunch of guys, that's great because then you can go to the games that you want to go to.
Right.
As opposed to a lot of times you feel like you're wasting your
You don't
games.
have the time commitment.
The last time I had Phillies tickets, even though I like going to Phillies games, a lot of times I was giving them away or I was trying to sell them, and then I ultimately are just giving them away.
It sounds great until then you realize, I got to go tonight.
Right.
You know
and
what I
it
mean?
doesn't work out, and
Right.
you never know what days are going to work out. And then the weather's crappy, and you don't feel like going down. So, it has a title sponsor, Emirates.
So, well, that's an airline
It's an
over
airline.
in the Middle East.
Right. Awesome.
They do a lot of soccer.
That's why I know it.
Advertising. Yeah.
Yeah, so right there you can see it. They only care about, and by the way, it's peanuts to when you're talking about revenue stream, it's peanuts to what the NFL does or even what the NBA does, but still, this is a way of them generating more revenue. The NFL just takes
just takes their games to Europe.
They take everything over.
Right.
Remember the Christmas games on the NBA owned Christmas?
Yeah, they
games?
don't anymore.
And then the NFL said, we don't
See
care
ya.
if it's a Wednesday. We're having a game.
Exactly.
We're having 2 games.
I love that, actually.
Me too.
That was great. Now they have Black Friday. The NFL
Eagles.
owns that, too. Yeah.
Eagles, Bears.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not a day that they won't take. So the NBA is looking at the same thing and saying, like, how can we make a little bit more money? So you get a couple title sponsors, a host city that does it. But how can anybody care about some stupid manufactured cup the 5th game of the year? I care about the game tonight. Isn't that enough? By the way, with VJ Edgecombe.
Yes.
And Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey's been unbelievable.
And Joel Embiid will be playing tonight.
He is?
I'm assuming.
Well, I don't know.
So
maybe that's why that
play
line
tonight,
moved.
yeah.
He's playing?
The expectation was for him to play.
Okay.
Interesting when you bring up the line why it moved, but yeah, he's supposed to play.
It's not a back-to-back, so he's going to play. And I don't want to do this, and I even like the day after they had the win against the Wizards, he played against the Wizards or he did? I don't even remember. So he played against. No, he didn't play against the Wizards. Or he did.
He did play against the Wizards.
Yeah, he had a good game, actually. I think he had 25.
Well, he had 25 in 23 minutes, but he also gave up that Alex Sarr kid, the second-round pick in 2024 for the Wizards is really good. I don't want to be negative, but anytime that Embiid's out there, I kind of don't enjoy it because he changes the style of play so much. Obviously the overall hope is that by midseason, end of the season, with Paul George coming back, with Embiid, now you look at this and saying, okay, how does this play in the playoffs? Because you're never going to have that pace in the playoffs. It becomes more of a half-court game. Everybody knows that. He just looks broken down on defense out there. He's still very skilled. He shoots the ball. I mean, like I don't know, man. Like to me, when I watch them play, I'm like, you know what? They're better off without him.
He shot 6 threes in 23 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, so what does that tell you he's doing?
He was a +9, though.
He was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean they still scored about like 125 in regulation with him in the game for 23 minutes.
But a lot of that was first half. He didn't play a lot in the fourth quarter, and he didn't play at all in overtime. And really, that was Tyrese Maxey took over.
Right.
And whatever.
Well, he's the closer now.
He sure is.
Yeah.
Which Embiid needs. You can't rely on a 7'2" center to be your closer.
I agree.
You over rely on him, we know what happens. We've seen it for too many years. So I'm trying to get that taste out of my mouth where because this team, if they can figure it out, Paul George should be able to be a piece of this. His game plays to what they're doing.
I'll tell you, this Grimes kid's good.
Bro, and I mean, remember Jay Wright? We talked about this last time you were on. I think we did.
All the guards.
Grimes gives you that 3-guard look that works.
He's good. And
if George and Oubre's really playing more or less a 4, and sometimes he's your center out there, and then you get these other guys. It's just to me, because Embiid is Embiid, you're always going to have to change what you want to do or what you're doing because he's out there. Which, if you can figure out, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not. It's not fun to me anymore. I don't know. It's just not fun to me anymore watching it. But yeah, I'll be glued to the TV for the Cup game tonight.
The Cup game
for sure. You want me to come over, bring some Michelob Ultras?
Yeah. Well, you got trick or treating first.
Oh damn, I forgot.
Yeah, you're gonna miss the first part of the game.
Darn.
Yeah, you're looking forward to that.
I'm gonna be out in the 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts tonight.
Well, now Ray has another party to go to tonight, right? Or is it tomorrow night?
Are you dressing up like Dr. Make the Switch?
No, I think that's just for the radio.
That was just for today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been waiting for this costume specifically just for today?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, it's a lab coat. It's not exactly like I reinvented the wheel.
Agreed.
You're right.
But you were excited for it. Admit it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I was very excited for it. We've covered pretty clearly that I was excited for this throughout the program today.
Well, what's your other costume for your real parties?
Ron Burgundy.
Oh, that's right. You're
I'm
going to
shaving
shave
the mustache.
You're going to shave the beard and keep the mustache.
Keep the mustache. Correct.
And you're going to look like Ron Burgundy. You actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dead ringer for Ron Burgundy. Yep. What are the props that you're using to make it work?
Oh, I've got the Channel 4 news flag.
Do you have a teleprompter with you?
No.
Oh, you got the mic flag?
I got the mic flag. Yeah, like the
that's
news
awesome.
Yeah. So I'll be out and about Saturday night.
Is this a bar night or a party night?
It's like a pregame and then out to the bars.
Okay.
So I'll be combination of the two.
That sounds like fun.
That's gonna be great.
I'm gonna enjoy that.
Do you have any like bell-bottom pants, like the?
Oh, I've got the full suit.
You do?
Bought no. Listen, I don't mess around when it comes to.
Yeah,
Halloween.
you don't.
But he didn't go and he didn't like. I used to go to thrift stores and try to buy stuff.
Right. Piece it together.
Now what you do is you go to a Halloween store and you just buy the entire outfit.
Okay.
And it catches on fire if you don't watch it because it's the quality of.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this thing is making it one night. I can guarantee you, this thing's making it one night. This is a payoff for one October 31st, and I'll never see this outfit again.
Now, you know what the move? If you like the outdoor Halloween stuff, the different props or like the big skeletons or whatever, go to the Halloween store on Saturday, tomorrow, because prices drop.
The clearance sale,
and that's where
rid
you
of it.
get if you feel like spending. If it was $500 before, if you feel like spending $200, you get something good. You can't use it for a year. But
I told you there's a lot of that out where I live, man. People that go nuts.
Yep. That's what people do.
Big displays.
All right, come back with some phone calls. Angry Al, Tasty Cake Dom, 610-632-0975. Also coming up next, Temple Women's Soccer. At the call, play-by-play with Ray Dunn is coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. We're back. What former Fanatic personality used to love this song coming back from break?
I don't know. Who?
By Sikahema.
Really?
Yeah. He loved Return of the Mac.
With Vi and Gonzo?
Vi and Gonzo.
Wow.
I love that show.
Wow.
Love Vi and Gonzo. All right, we're back. Middays with Marks. Harry Mays, Ray Dunn, and Angry Al checking in. Angry Al.
Johnny Mark.
What's up, Angry Al?
What's happening? What's happening, Harry?
What's going on, Al?
Not much. We're going to watch the Dodgers lose tonight.
They're favored.
Yeah, Harry's just talking about during the break. This feels like it's going 7, Al.
It's Yamamoto, man. He doesn't come out of the game.
Oh, yeah, he pitched his whole game. Oh,
Guy's
man.
a monster.
I still think the Blue Jays are going to beat them.
I hope so.
Tonight or on Saturday night?
Tonight.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Amazon Prime has all the NBA this year, right?
I know they've got games. I don't know how many.
No, they've. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think they have the Friday night package. The NBA is smart. They're saying, look what the NFL is doing. So the NBC's back at it, right? And then you have. So yeah, they're just spacing it out. TNT doesn't have it anymore. ESPN has games. NBC has games. Prime has games. What's the other? In one of the streaming services have games too. Peacock has games. Peacock has a bunch of games with NBC.
Yeah.
With NBC, yeah. So, yep.
Oh yeah, that's NBC then.
Yep.
Peacock.
Yep. Yeah, because you know what? Al, like they're not going to put NBA games in prime time because it doesn't justify putting it on NBC, at least prime time during the week. But Peacock, why not? If people are NBA fans, they're going to go to it.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, everybody's finding out about this game. NBA's been fixed for years.
I can't say you're wrong.
You got two drafts. Did you know that were fixed?
Yeah.
You got a bunch of referees.
Yeah.
I would never bet on the NBA.
There was one rogue referee, Al.
Yeah, it's just Tim Donaghy. the Fixer Foster.
You think it was just one?
No.
Come on.
I was
tongue in cheek.
joking.
Yeah, tongue in cheek.
Yeah. So Dodgers go down tonight.
So
I think Guerrero might hit 2 home runs.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable.
He sure has.
He really has.
Yes, he has.
Yeah. It's been a good series, I got to admit.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Al.
All right, Angry Al. Appreciate it. Our old buddy, Harry. Alfie from Abington checking in. Alfie.
Fellas, what's shaking?
What's up?
Nothing much, man. Let me just real quick. This show has been refreshing since you've been back on the air, Marks, and I'm greatly, really appreciate it. This is awesome. And H. Mays, you know, you've been like uncle to me for many years, and he teaches the game, and still waiting on that book on how to leave my wife and get paid for it. So I can't wait for that to come out still. So you're my guys, and I thank you for coming back.
Appreciate it.
You pre-order that, I think, on Amazon right now.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the Audible, too, read by Tony Bruno.
Funny, man. No, so, Alfie, by the way, on Tuesday, we're going to have a special guest, another announcement. When I say I'm getting the band back, I'm bringing the band back. So, look, on Tuesday, we'll have another announcement, all right?
I hope it's one that I believe I've spoken to existence. So, but I'm be waiting for that.
All right.
Yeah. Real quick, because sports talk. How about a different feel to the Sixers team, this rookie, and what's going on? The fact that last week VJ Edgecombe was plus 1,400 to be rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Now it's already at plus 100, just behind Cooper Flagg. Like this is amazing. I mean, beside myself, just enjoying what's going on on the hardwood after being pretty much depressed all last year. They had that difference. It's quite the best.
Yeah, I mean, and Alfie, we'll talk to you again soon. I came into the season saying, like, all right, like maybe they can. I predicted a 5 seed. Not that this team's not going to win games in the regular season, but the fact that Edgecombe and Maxey have come out and performed the way that they have gives you real hope for fun this year.
Yeah.
Not even in the future. This year, they're doing it right now. All right, so Ray Dunn, noted play-by-play specialist, the voice of the women's Temple Owls basketball, And also, he does freelance work for ESPN Plus. Any other outlets that you work for currently, Ray?
No, not that I could think of.
That's what you're doing. All right. So yesterday there was a big matchup in the what's the conference? Is it the American Athletic Association?
Yeah.
The American.
Yeah.
The American.
Just the American now.
And it's University of Texas at San Antonio.
UTSA for sure.
UTSA against the Temple Lady Soccer Owls.
Yeah, the Roadrunners, the Lady Roadrunners.
Against the Lady Owls in soccer.
There you go.
Here's Ray Dunn.
We're near the start here from the Temple Sports Complex alongside Riley McHugh. I'm Ray Dunn. Senior day for the Owls and the beginning of a frenzy of a final day in the American. Now Bitterwolf approaches, kicks it, finds the back of the net. Valentina Bitterwolf, her fourth of the season, gives Temple a goal advantage early on here on the final day of the season.
All right, stop it. That was good.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good intro and open. You sound like you know what you're doing.
Senior day.
Well, yeah, I was kind of hoping if we were going to go intro, we were going to go with the actual open because we do an open. That was just me coming away from starting lineup saying we're about to get going. You could have gotten the whole hello from Philadelphia thing, but you didn't. You didn't get that.
Well, we got to talk to Nate about that. I wasn't back there cutting
You didn't
it up.
cut the audio.
I didn't cut the audio.
So Temple took a 1-0 lead and then gave up 3 unanswered goals.
8th minute of the game.
Now keep this in mind. This is ESPN Plus, so this is an unbiased Ray Dunn on the call here. All right, let's hear some more.
Response from UTSA quickly to what could be a very demoralizing PK on the road. And now UTSA a chance to add to it. Vecchione in a tough spot, and UTSA able to capitalize on that one. It's Jackson. Perfectly placed in the box, and with the left foot gives the Roadrunners the lead.
Who's Jackson?
Ava Jackson.
What?
See, now, he sounded like a Temple guy.
Yes,
doing
I
that.
did. I
You
did sound
sounded
like that.
disappointed in that goal call.
There was more of a what is going on here moment because it was a long pass. The ball leaves the screen, and is that going to land in the box? Oh, it landed in the box perfectly for her. Oh, she scored. Oh, wow, we didn't pay off this moment at all.
So is the press box in Texas? Could you not see it from your vantage point?
He's doing it on a monitor.
On a monitor.
I
Yeah.
know. Just kidding. Good job, though. All right, let's get some more action.
That's good.
Say anticipates while Temple has been reacting.
Ava Jackson anticipated earlier, got a goal, looking for an assist here, and she finds the assist there. The
Beautiful.
Roadrunners with another one on the board. Zoe May, right place, right time, cashes it in, and the Roadrunners take a 2-goal advantage here in North Philadelphia.
All right,
there you go. She stepped on you a little bit there.
Here in North Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Oh, the game was at home?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was in Texas.
No.
Okay. All right. I know that you do it from a room. You're not live at the stadium because they don't have.
No, you said it was. I thought we were going with the bit that I flew to San Antonio.
The full open also wasn't on ESPN according to Nate, so we didn't have it.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
There you go.
Who's your partner there?
Riley McHugh.
Okay.
So
nice.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Ray Dunn.
There he is.
Exciting game.
Hey, 4 goals. More than number of goals I've seen in a lot of games this year.
You don't do the full European goal.
No, I always felt like I'd come across kind of phony on that.
Like, do they do double knee slides and stuff when they score?
No, I got to give Bitterwolf credit. There was a nice celebration from her. Like she kind of pointed to someone off camera. I couldn't see again who she was celebrating with, so we could have played that up a little bit more.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a well called game by Ray Dunn.
It would help if he was actually on the site, though. Like, it would be a better broadcast.
Remember during COVID when you had people in their office at home doing it, and it sounded like they're in their office doing it? Yeah, it's impossible not to feed off of the live crowd and being there live.
Right.
Actually, especially on that first one, it sounded like you were live because like the mics, you could hear the field mics to where it sounded like I would have thought you were in the stadium.
They do a good job engineering it.
Yeah.
Like the crew back that we have, they do a good job. I can hear the natural sound in my ears, so that's at least helpful.
We got to get you live on site.
It's all right. Basketball season
he'll
starts
be live
next
on
week.
site for that. Yeah.
Where do you sit when you do the play-by-play for the women's games? Where do you sit?
I'm right next to the bench.
So you're courtside.
I'm right next to the bench.
Because Tom McGinnis is not courtside. He's up quite a bit.
Right.
Now, some of the road venues have me all over the place. Like VCU, I thought I was broadcasting from the street last year.
How about the SMU, Moody Gym? The crowd is on top of you there.
Yeah, they are.
And literally, they can, like, punch you in the back of the head.
Older gyms, too, they didn't really think about the whole broadcaster
No.
thing, and it's just everyone on top of you all the time.
Yep.
You got Ricky Bo sitting behind you, so the YouTube audience can see him. And is that Spider-Man?
No.
And there's Colarulo as Teenage Mutant Ninja
Is he
Turtle.
Deadpool?
Deadpool.
That's what it was.
He's Deadpool. Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
You never saw that movie?
They don't get enough screen time.
It's actually a pretty good movie, the first one. I saw
So Ricky has a full mask on, and I was asking, "Are you gonna? You can't do your show in that mask?" And he said, "Yeah, I can." He's not going to be able to do the full show in the mask.
I think he's going to try.
He's not. Sylvana's shaking his head. He will not do the full show in the mask. You're giving the thumbs up. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see it. I would tap out. Coming up, our locks of the week. Now he's in there with Ray, and Ray's probably very nervous because he's behind Ray, about to strangle him. Our locks of the week. And Harry, we've been on fire. We were perfect last week. I've been nailing my NFL games. Our locks of the week coming up next. Your phone calls as well. Feedback, final segment of the show. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Flyers win again. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Flyers won 4-1 last night over the Predators, their third consecutive win on the homestand. Trevor Zegras scored 2 goals as the Flyers improved to 6-3-1 to open the season. Back in action tomorrow night against the Maple Leafs at 7 o'clock right here on the Fanatic. 76ers host the Celtics tonight at 7 in the first game of their NBA Cup schedule. You can hear the game live here on the Fanatic tonight. Tomorrow night, Union in Chicago to play the Fire in the second game of the best-of-3 series. Tune in to see if they advance to the next round of the MLS Cup. And Eagles at the bye. NFL trade deadline is on Tuesday. The Birds already made a move this week, trading for slot cornerback Michael Carter from the Jets. James Ballmer joined us yesterday to talk about his potential role in that secondary.
Yeah, he does play in the slot. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he's done for his career. And so I see this move, from my understanding, being they wanted more depth in their secondary.
We'll see how they end up using him when they come out of the bye against the Packers next week. This update's brought to you by Electrical Workers Local 269, the Electrical Training Alliance, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 269, NECA, and the Electrical Training Alliance can offer a career with no college debt. To learn more, go to IBEW269.com. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Kincade and Salciunas, 6 to 10 a.m.
Thank God it's Friday. There it is. All right, we're back. It is Middays with Marks. The Football Friday brought to you by Norristown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Driving the great deals at the fall sales event at Norristown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and get wicked good deals all month long on Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram. Visit NorristownChryslerDodge.com. Harry, it's time for the locks of the week. And you lock it with Liberty Safes of New Jersey, the largest selection of safes in the tri-state area. Showrooms in Mount Laurel and Hamilton Township, LibertySafesNJ.com. A great sponsor to the program, and there's many different reasons that you should get a safe, not just for guns or valuables, but documents, my social security card, birth certificates for all my kids or whatever. Where do you put that stuff? It's one of the reasons you get the safe. And they have a large selection. They have vault doors. I want to get a vault door for my closet at home.
Oh, nice.
Big, like you get the big safe that's like 6 feet tall. You get the smaller ones. LibertySafesNJ.com. All right, Harry, what do you got?
All right, I got 2 games for you.
And by the way, Harry was on his lock last week.
Yep, that was Green Bay.
Nailed it. Yep. Sunday Night Football.
I'm going a college game and a pro. I'm going to take the Cal Golden Bears as a 6-point home underdog over Virginia. Virginia is not the same as they were at the beginning of the season. It's a tough road trip going out west. Give me the Bears. They may win it outright, but I'll take the 6 points.
Is Al Groh the coach of Virginia still? Or
No.
No.
I don't know who. They've been through about maybe half a dozen since him.
At least.
Pro, I'm taking the Buffalo Bills outright over the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that line, what's that line? About 2? Outright.
I saw it at 2.5 this morning. 2.5 or 2, depending. I'll look on the BetParks app right now.
Yeah, it's Buffalo's time to win that game. It's the regular season. They're at home. If this was in the playoffs, the Chiefs would probably find a way to win it.
Well, I mean, it's completely disrespectful that Buffalo's at home and
an underdog.
I'd be pissed. Now, if Sean McDermott's not an offensive guru genius.
No, he's
so this
not.
is the type of thing he needs to get his team ready for, which is like, hang on a second. We're at home, coming off a bot. No, they won last week.
They won last week. Yeah.
They
won big. They
won,
beat Carolina big.
That was my lock last week.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, I agree with you that – well, I agree with you at least. Like, you got to come out. You got to make a statement with this win. That's a Chiefs line, though, man.
It is. It is.
Let me see what it is. Actually, it's down to 1.5 on BetParks.
All right.
But we can go with 2. So you're taking the Buffalo Bills plus 2, but you look outright.
Yes.
All right, plus 102 on the money line on the BetParks app. Ray Diggity, what do you got?
All right, I'm going back to the well of what worked last week, picking a team on the road against a team I just don't believe in at all. Now it's the Bengals, probably without Joe Flacco. You've got the Bears, 2.5-point favorites. Oh, no, they're going to Cincinnati with a third-string quarterback. Jake Browning was back up to start the season. I'm taking the Bears, my lock of the week, minus 2.5 on the road in
Browning
Cincinnati.
stinks. He'll throw at least 2 interceptions.
And that's the thought process behind that.
And I don't know if it – because this is actually my lock as well. It's up to 3. Chicago minus 3. And I think they're gonna rule Joe Flacco out today, or they're going to play the game of maybe he can play. He's got an AC shoulder joint injury.
And that's an old AC shoulder joint. It's not a young guy.
If he plays, I don't think he's going to be very good. So and you know what? Like the Bears, they're not perfect yet, but Ben Johnson's a good coach and they play for him. So I don't accept. They had a bad loss last week against the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. I expect them to rebound this week. I'll take the Bears minus 3. That's going to be my official lock. That Steelers game, they're 3.5-point underdogs at home against the Colts. Everybody, the Colts, Daniel Jones, MVP.
Shane Steichen, Coach of the Year.
Oh, man. And everybody's counting out the Steelers. They're pronouncing them dead. I think the Steelers respond. Look for an outright win right there, but I'll certainly take 3.5. Plus 135 on the money line for the Steelers.
There you go.
So there you go. A couple of other games right there. That's the locks of the week. Appreciate it.
I mean, no Eagles this week. I mean, really, the only game really to watch is that 4:25 Bills-Chiefs game. Really, what's the 1 o'clock? Is Pittsburgh at 1 o'clock? Is that on in our
1 o'clock's
local
Pittsburgh?
area? Okay.
Pittsburgh's 1. Texans, Broncos, Bengals.
Broncos are good.
They are. They're
good.
And they're 2-point underdogs.
Yeah,
I thought about the Broncos for the lock.
Yeah.
Another team I believe in on the road.
That's a Houston line though. Houston's 2-point favorites. It's almost like that Denver can afford a loss at this point. You know what I mean? There's much more urgency with Houston.
Well, especially if Kansas City gets beat.
Right.
All that negativity in Houston, they're really going to come out and show the media
D'Amico Ryans, man, it's toxic down there. They're so mad.
Oh, that Houston media, it's
They had a
just
good win last week.
snarling.
They did. Lions are 9-point favorites over the Vikings. J.J. McCarthy's back.
He is.
J.J. McCarthy, he didn't look like he could play before. They got a problem up there.
That's a lot of points.
It is a lot of for a division game. That's why I didn't pick it.
That's a lot.
How
about the Rams line? They're like 2 touchdown favorites at home against the Saints.
-14. That's a 405. And then Commanders 3-point underdogs at home against Seahawks. Sunday Night Football. I have no interest in that game. And then why is Arizona only 2.5-point underdogs at the Cowboys?
It's very short, isn't it?
I'm not betting Arizona, but that's the line reads take Arizona. Do you see Jerry Jones this week?
No.
Jerry Jones, apparently Jerry Jones invested money in this, I think it's a natural gas or an oil, and he's made like $100 billion on something.
Really?
He's quoted as talking about, I'm not around to try to fix the defense because this is what I'm doing. Dak Prescott got asked about it. Yes, Dak Prescott got asked about it, and Dak's like, I can understand why fans would be upset after hearing that, but this is kind of what Jerry's
I thought his
doing.
son runs the team, basically.
So
Stephen Jones.
I don't think Steven has a lot of pull in what's going on.
Well, if Jera's out of town, I mean, Steven's there to run the team.
Yeah.
They're in good hands.
Yeah, everything's fine with Steven. It's one of my favorite things when they announced when they announced Brian Schottenheimer to be the new head coach, they announced Stephen Jones, and nobody applauded. They're like, Brian Schottenheimer. And they're like, Stephen Jones. And it was just drop dead silent.
They just have no defense.
Nope. And the offense hasn't been great the last couple of weeks. No, they had no defense. They knew that was going to be a problem. But they're looking to trade for an edge rusher.
Right.
They had one.
They had one. Let it go.
All right, feedback and phone calls coming up after this. 610-632-0975. It's Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
John Kincade and Drew.
Remember the video to this?
I did. Vincent Price was in the video voiceover, right?
And the original video wasn't it like 8, 9, 10 minutes long or
It was
something?
longer
Or
than that,
12
I think.
minutes.
It was like almost like a mini movie. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Michael went to the movie with his girlfriend.
Yep.
And then he turned into the I don't even know what the zombie maniac was.
And he had like that red leather jacket on. Remember?
With the zippers that weren't
Yeah.
actual zippers. Did you ever have that the zipper jacket? With
No,
the
I
zippers?
couldn't pull that off.
No.
No. I have a leather jacket.
I was in. I believe I was in second grade. I didn't have the jacket, but I had a big pin with Michael Jackson.
Did you?
Yeah, big button pin.
That was when MTV was huge. I mean, I was probably a senior in high school.
The
Maybe.
beginning of it. Yeah.
What year was Thriller?
84.
Was it 84? Okay, then I
Believe
was
so.
already out of high school. But yeah, that video was awesome.
It was. The choreography and the dancing and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was thrilled. 1982. Excuse me.
Oh, it was 82.
1982.
Okay, because I was a senior then. Okay.
There you go. Yeah. All right. We have our feedback segment. Let's get to Tasty Cake Dom first. Dom, how are you? Dom's getting ready for the NBA Cup, Har.
Oh.
Yeah, hey, John. How you doing?
What's up, Dom?
Hey, Ar.
Hey, Dom. You fired up for the Cup?
Yeah, the Cup. I am fired up. The first thing I want to you guys are already realizing this, but I did want to say there's not a better young man around than Ray Dunn. Ray, you know him. I'm a fan.
How
right?
about that?
He is a good kid. And you know what? Like he's also, not only is he intelligent, but he's also he's a crazy man too, which I enjoy. He gives us a lot of
He
stimulus.
really knows his stuff.
He sure does.
Harry, the only Ray Dunn thing and Ray knows what's coming. About 4 years ago, I'm riding my route, and Ray illuminates that he has no Celtic hate.
Oh, really? Well, I think different generations.
He's ambivalent.
He didn't grow up, watching Larry Bird.
Right. I've been, every once in a while I get on him a little bit about that. Because
So Dom,
there's
good. Sorry.
That was my point. Is there is no better feeling than a win over the Celtics. They are the Mets, the Penguins, the Cowboys. Nothing to me is better than a Sixers win over the Celtics.
I mean, it's the same way with me. I'm sure my cousin Chris someone's gonna text him about it, but he came to it was a birthday or a barbecue or something. And he was wearing a Paul Pierce jersey, and it matched his sneakers that he had, and
So it was a fashion statement.
Well,
more
I
so
mean-
than a fandom thing.
yeah, even but he showed up and was like, "Are you kidding me? You're wearing a freaking Celtic jersey? What are you doing? He's from Horsham." Like, what are you doing? I was so mad, and I still talk about 20 years later. Because I think he was in high school.
So he had green sneakers too?
Yeah, he had green and white sneakers. And it's more than 20 years because I think either he was just out of high. He just turned 40. He's just out of high school or he was in high school. So it's around 20 years ago. I was so mad. With Pierce, Pierce would have been drafted 20 years ago. He was right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was Larry Hughes draft, so 2000 and whatever. Yeah, it was so like right when your team, well.
They just kick our ass. I mean, that's kind of what it is. I haven't really experienced the other side of it. I hate them in the way that, they're better than us, but,
No, but it's like for the younger generation that the Cowboys have been a laughing stock for 20 years, why would you hate the Cowboys? All you do is beat them, and they lose.
Yeah.
But when I was in high school, they were winning Super Bowls, and all the rats were in Cowboys starter jackets.
So for those younger guys, who's the rival then? Like if it's not the Cowboys, who is it? Because they own the Giants too.
Yeah, the Giants haven't been good for a while.
The Cowboys, for me, are hate, but that was a real learned hate. I think my dad focused a lot more on me hating the Cowboys. And also, I think for my entire household, my mom being a Giants fan, the one thing we agreed upon in football was that the Cowboys...
it was the Cowboys.
Yeah. So I think that's probably why I got more of that than I got the Celtics hate.
Okay. That was just handed down.
Yeah, that was ingrained to me from a young age.
Gotcha.
So who is your...
The Knicks right now, I can't stand.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Despise the Knicks.
Those fans are so annoying.
Well, plus they're all Villanova guys up there too.
Yep.
It doesn't help.
Yeah.
I can't admit that, though, because a certain former host I used to work with said, it's Villanova jealousy. And I was, no, it's not.
See, I don't go there because I would even though like I don't associate myself with Temple, but I get it with Penn State people. They're like, oh yeah, you went to Temple, and it's like, shut up. Like I don't care about Temple, Penn State. I'm not jealous. Like I didn't get into Penn State. I never could. I don't care. Whatever. No, I actually one of the reasons why I don't want to hate the Knicks is because I love those Villanova players.
Yeah.
I wish they were here. Wish they were playing for the Sixers.
I'd rather have the guards we have, though, than Brunson.
Oh, we're sure. Now, absolutely. No, I like Brunson.
Brunson's good. He's a really good player, though.
But I like Josh Hart as a role player, as a role plus player. But anyway, all right, time for feedback. Let's go.
Now, it's time for...
Almost.
Now,
I'm having
it's
a bad
time
day.
for feedback.
That's all right, Mike.
I can't lie! Email us at 975feedback at 975thefanatic.com. Or text us at 610-632-0975.
Let me tell you something else, man.
It's feedback on Middays with Marks.
All right, what we got?
The Dodgers may be favored tonight, but unfortunately, I think they're going to run into that thin line and go down, and Toronto wins the World Series. Angry Al.
Well, I hope so. But, I mean, because I was really looking forward to our parade that we were going to have.
I know. The Blue Jays are going to ruin it. But Yamamoto wins tonight.
I agree. I think it's going 7.
Imagine another complete game.
It is tough to put a team away like this, and the Dodgers just by the way, the offense hasn't shown up here. Mookie Betts hasn't done squat recently.
The bats have gone quiet, sort of like what happens to the Phillies.
With the Phillies, yeah. So we'll see what happens tonight, but it's been a good series. It has. The Phillies were that close to almost winning a World Series. They didn't get it done. Nope. All right, what's next?
Ray, stop by my office on the way out of the building. Scott from down the hall.
Well, Scott's working from home today. But listen, it's all right. We ended up doing the segment. We did it. It was probably more funny that it didn't work out. Anyway.
Well, I mean, Vito could fire him, too.
Does he have that authority?
I would think Scott could give him the authority to fire him.
He could. It's
Just
Halloween.
tell me where to leave the key card.
Yeah. It's Halloween. I've heard there's been some other things that happened in Halloween as far as I heard Salciunas talking about it this morning.
Yeah, why he doesn't get dressed up on a Friday, Halloween.
Just give me the key card.
Oh, yeah, because
Harry
still
needs
needs one.
Yeah, I just left mine in here when I went to the bathroom. I was pounding on the door to get back in. And Nate's like, did you leave your key card in there? I'm like, no, I just felt like pounding on the door so I couldn't get in and be late for the segment. Sorry, Nate. All right, what's next?
Forget Connor Thomas and Tim Donaghy on Saturday mornings. Let's roll with Mike and Mike. Dr. Mike Daswich and Mike DeBoner giving you the inside story on Philly sports. Mike DeBoner.
Yeah, Mike DeBoner wants to come in and work with you.
Right.
That'd be one hell of a show.
Would be. Sure, people would get up for it every single day.
Exactly right.
Ray's build-up for that costume reveal was like all the hype for Red October when it was time for him to step in the box, a big swing and miss. Sorry, Ray, don't even think about an extension. Zach from Delaware.
There you go.
Yeah, Red October has been... I feel like we can't even talk about the home field advantage anymore or anything like that. Like, that's so far in the rear view. But, Ray, listen. Here's the thing. We properly built that up. We teased it. I mean, really, like, I was excited for this. I was excited for it.
We built it up like radio professionals.
We did. We certainly did.
There's nobody more disappointed in this than me. I don't understand.
But you actually gave us a better moment because the actual promo, would it have sounded as good if we did it live?
No.
Well, of course, it wouldn't sound as good to you guys live.
I think the next show they're going to replay that, aren't they?
They should. I mean, listen, all is fair here. They should replay it.
No, but my point is that it ended up working out well, even though you didn't have
for everyone else.
Right.
No, but it's sometimes when teams win a championship, right? They don't realize they think they're going to do it one way, but they ended up doing a total like
when the Eagles won their first Super Bowl.
Nick Foles, who would have thought Nick Foles, right?
All those injuries.
Yeah, and Carson was livid.
Yeah, right.
I'm Carson in this
you're
scenario.
Carson.
You are.
Yes.
But it worked
Ray
out. Good.
He is finally dressing up as an adult today. MBD.
MBD.
YouTube chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
MBD in the YouTube chat. Yeah, but I don't even know what you're wearing other than that lab coat. Did you buy that
stethoscope?
Did you buy that at the costume store?
Yeah.
Did you get the stethoscope at the costume store?
Absolutely. I'm not a doctor.
Did you use a 20% off coupon?
No.
See, Harry, I like coupons. So when we went to the costume store, you can go and you can get the 20% off one item.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I take advantage of that.
Last one for you.
Yo, Ray, next time you try to make fun of the NFL insider and your favorite host to work with, don't mess it up. I was listening on the way in, and the only train wreck bigger than that from you was when you try to talk to a young co-ed at Garage on a Friday night. Love you, Ray. Bill from Unfiltered.
Oh,
wow.
Bill Colarulo. All right, that's feedback. Thank you very much. Yeah, so tonight is tonight one party, and then tomorrow night's another party,
I think tomorrow
right?
night's the big one.
Tomorrow night's the big one?
Yeah, tonight's probably just going out and
Enjoying
getting a couple
yourself.
drinks. Yeah,
Okay.
nothing crazy tonight.
So nothing crazy on Halloween, but the night to go out is the night after Halloween.
Well, it's more about the people I'm going out with
Okay.
than the actual going out.
It's been a long time since I've done it. So there you go. All right. Again, coming up on Tuesday is our All-Star Day. Harry's going to be with the morning show for a couple hours.
Yep.
And then he's going to be with us for a couple hours. Jason Martinez joins me as a co-host on Tuesday. But All-Star Day is where we all join each other's show. So I'm going to be on the mornings with John and Andrew. Harry will be there as well. Ricky and Bill will be on this show. So we just mix and match everybody, and everybody goes on everybody else's show. We have Flyers and Sixers tickets as well to give away. So there you go. That's coming up on
Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Yes, correct. All right.
Speaking of tickets to give away,
Do we have it?
yeah.
Robert Stefano from Garnet Valley, PA. You win the Fanatics Online Rush contest.
And Rush tickets are now available on Ticketmaster.com.
Rush tickets right now, Ticketmaster.com. Harry,
They have a female drummer.
there you go. We'll talk.